Good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope audio and video is okay. Should we start, guys? Hi, everyone. Good evening. All good? Should we start? Please confirm quickly, everyone. Perfect. Um, I was waiting for more people to join in because today is the first session. I don't want anyone to miss it because if you miss the beginning, you will not understand what we are going to do in the rest of it also. Okay. How many of you are doing the reg for the first time, guys? That means you have not done the reg at all. I Uh, in case you have done the reg previous classes, then I don't think it would be too helpful for you. Then I suggest you to go with the recordings also, whatever you have done it. But if you're doing it for the first time, then it is absolutely the correct place. Because if you have already done the classes and you are attending again, then because I'll be go as per the first time whoever is doing it. So if you have already done the classes again and if you are redoing the classes again, then it's not going to be too much helpful for you. It's better that you see the recordings, what we are going to do it. Because I'll go as per the speed of the new student. So, perfect. I'll continue. Before I start, guys, anyone, any question? Anyone, any question, guys, before I start? No? We'll be talking about regulation, guys. Reg will have two elements, guys. Reg will have taxation and we have business law. Business law would be approximately 15 to 20%, guys, and balance almost 85% to 80% is going to be approximately taxation. When I talk about the business law, it's going to be very basic, guys, like an Indian Contract Act, the way we have done it, Indian Contract Act, insolvency, uh, sale of goods act, those sort of things you are going to read in the business law, guys. And taxation, whenever I'm talking about, we'll talk about the taxation of the individuals, companies, capital gains, any kind of procedures which you have to follow whenever you are representing your client in front of tax authorities of US. So all these things we are going to discuss in the taxation itself. I will be starting with the taxation here, guys. Not complicated. Don't worry about this. But obviously, the things are going to be very, very different in that. How many of you have done the Indian taxation, whether in your CA intern, in your CA, or anywhere else? How many of you have done this Indian taxation? Okay. Is it is it necessary? Is it good if I have done the Indian taxation? No, not really. Will not matter whether you have done it or not. It does not matter in this case. In fact, many people who have done the Indian taxation, they keep on comparing that this what happens in India and what happens in US. They keep on comparing. Please don't compare. Don't waste your time in comparing because if you are comparing, if you're giving your time in comparing, you're just wasting your time and you're not listening what I'm doing it. Okay. Wherever there is even some similarity, guys, I'll tell you. Fortunately or not fortunately, I'm also a chartered accountant. So I'll tell you wherever there are differences, wherever there are similarities, you don't waste your time in comparison. Just listen what we are doing. Okay. Someone's name is coming as UA, guys. Please change your name, else team is going to put you into the waiting room, guys. Someone's name is coming as UA. Write your full name, guys. Whenever you are changing, whenever you're doing the classes, please use your full name. Now, taxation, guys, in US, we are having variety of the taxation. We are having sales tax, we are having VAT, um, uh, property taxation. Are we going to do everything? No, we don't have sales tax, VAT, property taxation in our course. What we have in our course is income tax rates. Now, income tax in US is also have variety of the category, guys. Federal income tax. Federal means central income tax. Then we are having state income tax, local income tax. Local income tax I can further bifurcate into city income tax, county income tax. Are we going to do everything? In our course, we are having income tax, and that too very specifically, we are having federal income tax. Honestly speaking, US is having 50 states, guys. It's humanly impossible for you to remember the tax laws of 50 states. So in our course, we don't have state income tax, we don't have local income tax. What we are having is the federal income tax only. That's what we are having in our course. Is that okay, people, what I'm saying? Many states, many states do not have the income tax also. So some states have the income tax, and almost 7, 8 states do not have the income tax itself. Right? So we will stick ourselves to federal income tax itself. Is this okay, guys? Anyone, any question? Yes, no, maybe. People. Uh, we'll keep the classes online, guys. So we'll have the classes on Saturday and Sunday. Regularly, we'll have the classes on Saturday and Sunday. 6:30 onwards. We'll have the classes via Zoom only, online also. Should we prepare anything before the classes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't come after reading anything, because then you're coming after with some kind of a preconceived notion. You don't need to revise. You don't need to prepare anything before the class. What I want from your side, guys, whatever we have done in the classes, guys, right? Please revise them before the next class, or generally during the week also revise whatever we have studied. Um, because going forward, the concept will become really complicated. So if you are regularly revising what we are doing, we are sorted. You don't need to prepare anything other than that, but just keep revising whatever we are doing in the classes. Last thing which I expect from your side, guys, have a better engagement in the classes. So that means whatever the question I'm asking you guys, please be responsive in that case, because chat is the only way I can see you. I can understand what you are getting or not. So whatever the query I'm throwing at you guys, whatever the questions I'm asking you, please be responsive in that, right? So that I know whatever I'm giving that information to you, is it clear to you or not? So guys, please be responsive with the queries. In case you are having any query, I have explained the concept and you have not understood what I'm saying, guys, please stop me then and there. Otherwise, what will happen? The entire concept is done and you have not asked your query. So whenever you are having any doubt, please stop me then and there, ask your query itself. Is that okay? Can we have a better engagement, guys? Everyone? Yes, no. Just one yes after so much. Oh, oh. I will be starting with the individual taxation, guys. As an individual, like you, I, everyone, which form do you file? In US, as an individual, which form do you file, guys? 1049 1040. What is 1040? 1040 is just a form. You file in as an individual, you file this form, guys. Do I need to remember the form number? Absolutely not. In the entire course, you are not supposed to remember any kind of a section number. You don't need to remember any kind of a case cross. You don't need to remember any kind of a form number. It's just like I will discuss so many times with you 1040, 1120, 1120S. Automatically, you are going to remember it. But intentionally, you don't have to remember anything here, guys. We don't need to mug up anything in this case. No section number, nothing in this case. Okay. So as an individual, we file form 1040, guys. In India, which form return we file? We file variety of the returns. We file ITR 1, ITR 2, ITR 3, ITR 4, ITR 5. There are a variety of the ITRs. Why so many ITRs? Because basing on your income, if you are having just the salary income, there is one kind of a return. If you are having salary income plus maybe house property, there's a different kind of a return. Plus maybe I'm having a business income, there's a different kind of a return. So I select the return. I select the return basis on my income, guys. But in US, guys, for everyone, the return which you are going to file is going to be 1040. Is this point clear, everyone? Yes, no, maybe. How many of you have not received your book, guys? How many of you have not received your book? You're not receiving. By when you're expecting to receive your book? Why I'm saying so? Because there are many things I'll ask you to note it down, to jot it down in your book. So if you have the book, it's going to be a good thing to have it. You will have to attend the amendment section class. Ask your counselor, they'll provide you the new book. They'll help you out with that. So you'll get it, try to get it ASAP so that you are, whatever I'm asking you to write it down, you can note it down. If you don't have a book, please note it down on your register or something, guys. For the time being, whatever I'm writing, if you want to take a screenshot, please take a screenshot on the PowerPoint on a PPT. Keep taking the screenshots, and later on you can make your notes, or maybe you can make a complete file for yourself itself. Here in the 1040, guys, we start with the gross income. Now, I will write here gross income, right? In US, we don't have the concept of 5 heads, salary heads, house property, all the heads the way we are having in India. US, we don't have any concept. All the income does not matter from which source it is coming. From my salary is coming, rental income is coming. Every income will come into gross income, guys. Perfect. From this, I'm going to reduce adjustments. Now, what is adjustment? Adjustment is few expenditure which I can reduce from my income. For example, if I'm taking student loan and I'm paying the interest on the student loan, I can get the reduction for that. Maybe I'm a teacher and I'm providing the classes somewhere, and for that I'm incurring some kind of expenditure. Let's say I'm purchasing few books, I'm purchasing few iPad. In that case, I can get the reduction for that. Maybe I'm taking the medical insurance, I can get the reduction for that. Like this, there are so many categories of the adjustment. I'll take almost 1 or 2 lectures to discuss that, guys. So those kind of expenditures I can reduce from my gross income. Okay. So gross income, from this I'm going to reduce the adjustment. What I'm going to get here would be AGI. AGI is adjusted gross income, guys. Is that okay? I don't know what will come into the gross income. I don't know what will come into the adjustment. I'll discuss, guys. We are having 20 classes. In these 20 classes, I'll discuss in detail every item with you. What is adjustment? What is gross income? I'll discuss that. Today, for next 10 minutes, I'm just giving you the overview only. And after that, I'll keep going deeper into that only. Okay. Are we good up to AGI, guys? Yes, no? From this, I will reduce standard deduction or itemized deduction. I can get the reduction of standard deduction or itemized deduction. Again, few expenditure for which I can claim either the standard deduction or itemized deduction. I have a choice. Which one will you choose? Whichever is higher or whichever is lower? Which one will you choose, guys? Which one are you going to choose? Whichever is higher or lower? Why higher? Why higher? Why more beneficial? Correct. Because it is the deduction, no, guys. It is the deduction. So obviously, the more deduction I'm going to do it, the lesser taxable income I'll have it, guys. Point clear, everyone? So exactly, we are going to choose whichever is higher. Is it possible, guys, that in 1 year I'm taking standard deduction, next year I'm taking itemized deduction, next to next year I'm taking standard deduction? That means, is this possible for me to switch, guys? Yes, we can switch. There's no problem in that case. Every year you can change. There is no problem. I can switch that also. Okay. I'll discuss what is itemized deduction going forward. Then everyone, in case I'm doing any kind of a business, which is a qualified business, guys, I will get the reduction for that, which is also known as Section 199A deduction, which is also known as QBI deduction. So if I'm running any kind of a qualified business income deduction, if I'm doing any kind of a qualified business, guys, then I will get a reduction for that. Then after that, whatever is coming would be my taxable. Any question quickly, guys? No. Any expenditure underneath this line, guys. Any expenditure underneath this line, that means standard deduction or itemized deduction and 199A deduction. We call it below the line deduction, guys. Below the line deduction. Below the line deduction. Can you guess what is going to be the name of this adjustment? What we are going to call adjustment? That we will call it above the line deduction. We call it above the line deduction. It is just a name, guys. It's just a name, nothing tricky in that case. We call adjustment as above the line deduction as from the bounds. Clear, everyone? Would be clear? Let's quickly try one question, guys. You guys want to take a screenshot of this? You guys can take it. Sir? Okay. Wages, 100. Interest income, 10. Dividend, 9. Above the line deduction, 5. 2BI deduction, 2. Itemized deduction, 12. Standard deduction, 15. Can you please tell me what is going to be taxable income? Right. Let's see. My gross income is this 190. 190. From this, I'm going to reduce $5. That will give me 114 is my AGI. From this, I will take, which one should I take? Standard deduction or itemized deduction, guys? We should take standard deduction, 15, whichever is higher, guys. Then I'm going to use 2 here also. That gives me 97. Very good. Okay. So on the taxable income, guys, on the taxable income, we are going to calculate the taxes and that. Before I come here, guys, in India, which kind of a taxation do we have, guys? Do we have the progressive taxation? Do we have the regressive taxation, or do we have the flat taxation, guys? Progressive? What do you mean by progressive? What do you mean by progressive? Slabs. Okay. Correct. As your income is increasing, as your income level is increasing, your taxes are also going to be increasing. Correct. Why do we have the progressive taxation, guys? Why do we have the progressive taxation? Why do we have the progressive taxation? Correct. Because if we start doing the reverse, guys, that we are charging the poor people more, that would be wrong, guys. No? So obviously it makes sense that whoever is earning, that person should pay more taxes. Right? Is there any flat structure? Is there any flat tax in India, guys? Is there any flat taxation in India? Capital gains, in a way you can say. Yes, GST is also the flat. If you see, if tomorrow, let's say Mukesh Ambani goes and purchase any biscuit, let's say he goes and purchase Oreo biscuit, he will pay the same GST. Or his maid goes and purchase Oreo biscuit, she'll also pay the same GST. So it's a flat structure, no matter who's purchasing it, guys. Clear? Rina, clear? Similarly, in US, we are having two tax rates, guys. In US, we are having two tax rates, guys. US also, we are having the progressive taxation. First is normal slab, guys. Normal slab. That means all the normal income would be taxed as my normal slab income, which is 10 to 37%. But my long-term capital gain and the qualified dividend, we'll talk about what is qualified dividend. Simple point is long-term capital gain is going to be taxed at preferential rate, which is 0 to 20%. So we are going to tax my long-term capital gains at a lower rate, guys. Is this okay, everyone? Does it happen in India also? Does it happen in India also? Yes. Your salary and everything, you will pay the tax at almost 5 to 37, 35%, 40%. LTCG, we generally tax at 10%, depending on shares, right? So preferential rate in India also. Is this okay, guys, what I'm saying? So on that basis, you have calculated. So on that basis, on your taxable income, on that basis, on your taxable income, you have calculated taxes, guys, here. Perfect. Any question, guys, up here? Can I move?
हेलो
No?
हाय भाभी क्लास ले रही हूँ यार अच्छा लगी क्लास लगी है हाँ आज 6:30 टू 11:30 तक है बाप रे इतनी लंबी होती है हाँ यार पता नहीं आज नया सब्जेक्ट स्टार्ट हुआ है इतना टाइम लगा हाँ
Someone's mic is on. So guys, please switch off your mic. On this taxable income, we are going to calculate the taxes. Now, there could be other taxes also, guys. There can be some other taxes also, guys. Other taxes can be social security taxes, Medicare taxes, all the taxes. I'll talk about that later. So any kind of a social security taxes, Medicare taxes, which I'm paying, I will add those taxes also. Then whatever the taxes you have paid it earlier, you will reduce that. Do you pay the taxes earlier? Yes. In your job also, employer deduct the salary, guys. What do we call that? Whatever the taxes deducted by the employer, what do we call that, guys? We call it TDS, guys. Same, we deduct the advance tax also. Same in US, guys. Maybe withholding tax gets reduced. Maybe any kind of a estimated taxes, guys. Estimated taxes is the way we are having advanced taxation. The way we have advanced taxes in India, we reduce that also. So that means whatever that taxes you are supposed to pay, you will reduce that also. Now, there is one more element we reduce, guys, here, which is called the tax credit, guys. Let me put it here. Taxes credit. Taxes credit means, or tax credit means, guys, here the government is giving you some benefit. Government is saying, maybe if you are having kid, you can reduce your taxes with this amount. Maybe you are adopting the kid, you can reduce with this amount. Maybe you are hiring a maid so that you can go and do your job, you will give that. If your kids are going to the college, you will get this deduction. So in a way, government is giving you more benefit, guys, so that your taxes will get reduced and you will have more money to do these expenditures, guys, here. So this is what is known as tax credit. Again, I'll discuss tax credit in much more detail. In brief, I'm telling you guys. So with the tax credit, my taxes are going to reduce with that. Is that okay, guys? Then everyone, we are going to reduce whatever the taxes you have paid. And then eventually whatever is coming, guys, is going to be my taxes payable or refund here, guys. Taxes payable or refund here. Is this okay, what I'm saying? Any questions? Should I move? All right. Let's see in your book. I'm starting with the first module here, guys. Pretty much what we have done it, guys. So page number 3. Gross income, and this arrow means they are reducing here. So from the gross income, you have reduced adjustment, you will get the AGI. Then standard deduction or itemized deduction, how you're taking it? Whichever is higher, guys. Is that okay? You're taking whichever is higher. In your book, if you have the book, you guys can keep noting it. Then taxable income before QI, QBI deduction. What is the other name of the QBI deduction, guys? What is the other name? Section 199A deduction. 199A deduction, taxable income. And on that taxable income, guys, we are having federal income tax credit we are reducing, other taxes we are reducing, and then we are getting taxes due for the. Let's try one question before I move further. Wages, $100. Interest, $9. Dividend, $5. Adjustments, $15. QBI deduction, nothing, 0. Standard deduction, 10. Itemized deduction, 15. Tax rate, though tax rate is slab, but for simplicity, I'm taking 20% for ease of calculation. Tax credit, guys, is 0.8, and withholding tax is also 0.8. Please tell me whether you are having taxes payable or refund and how much is that. Try everyone. $17.3. Try, guys, everyone. I'll look for everyone's answer. So let's answers. Tika, what's your answers? Tika. Yes, Monica. You, in fact, will get the calculator in your exams. Priya, what's the answer? Ravi. Sakib. Try, guys. Watching classes will not help. have to try the question. Okay. Let's try. First, we'll calculate the. First, we are going to calculate the gross income. If I see here, I'll take this. Total is coming 114. Just check my numbers once. Then I'm going to reduce the adjustment, which is 15. So it should be 99. I'll take this or this, whichever is higher. Higher is 15. 15. 18. Then tax rate is 20%. Take the 20% of that should be 16.8. From this, I'll reduce the tax rate of 0.8. From this, I'm going to reduce 0.8 of just 15.2 taxes. Are we good, everyone? Any doubt here? I'll move to the next category. This is simple. I just want to make you aware about the format. Till now, anyone, any question, please ask, guys. Anything is not clear. Now, whatever the format is this, it is the detailed version of it. ये कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा आपको because you have not done anything here. Gross income include this item, adjustment include this item, itemization distribute. But you will not understand anything. I'll discuss with you every item much more detail. In fact, many modules are going to be talking about this. Any question, guys? Should I repeat anything not clear? Do we need to remember the tax rate? Very good point, Rina. We don't need to remember any tax rate, right? So maybe the slabs, whatever is given, for example, I'll show you the slabs. Whatever the slabs you are having, nothing you have to remember. For example, these are the slabs. We don't need to remember any slabs. They will provide you in the question. Clear? In US, whenever you are filing the return, guys, there are 5 filing status, guys. There are 5 filing status. Single, married, filing, jointly. We also call it joint return. Third is married, filing separately. Fourth is surviving spouse with dependent scale. We also call it qualified widower. Qualifying widow or widower with dependent. It's just the same thing. Fifth is HOH, head of household. Head of household. So in short, you guys can say single, you can say married filing jointly, you can say married filing separately, we can say surviving spouse, and lastly HOH. So that you don't need to type everything. When you want to say married filing jointly, you can say MFJ, guys. Is this okay, everyone? You want to take a screenshot, please do. What do you mean by that? Single, married filing jointly. Why are we doing this? Why we are having the single, married filing? How does it matter? It matters, guys. Different filing status will give you different benefits, guys. For example, different filing status will give you different kind of a deductions, different kind of a slabs, guys, here. For example, if you see here, we are having 10 to 37%, I told you, from 10 to 37%. This is the slab for single, for married filing jointly, married filing separately, HOH. Sorry. How many filing status have I told you, guys? How many filing status we discussed? How many are they in the folder? 4. Which one is missing? Surviving spouse is missing. Why so? Because surviving spouse get the same slab. Surviving spouse get the same slab as the married filing joint. Point clear? Same, if you see here also, there are only four. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they get the same. This is 0 to 20%, guys. Is that okay? So this is 10 to 37%, remember? And this is 0 to 20%. Same here, if you see, we are having, this is standard deduction. Remember, guys, standard deduction. These are the standard deduction for single 14,600, head of the household, this married filing jointly, or the surviving spouse, they are getting the same. Out of this, guys, which one looks most beneficial to you? Which one looks most beneficial? Married filing jointly, because you are getting maximum deduction here. Now, in this slab, guys, have a look at this. Which one looks most beneficial to you? Married filing jointly is most beneficial again, because here, the moment your income is crossing 518,000, I have to pay the tax of 20%. But here it is increasing to 583,000, then I'm paying. So obviously, this is beneficial again. Have a look at this. In married filing. And exactly it is. Exactly that's how the law is also. Exactly that's how the law is. When you're going to see progress, automatically you will see, guys, the most advantageous one is married filing jointly. And the most disadvantageous one is married filing separately. You will get to know over the course, over the classes you will see, you will realize automatically that most disadvantage is married filing separately, the most advantageous is married filing jointly. I hope it is okay up till now. Anyone, any question till now? Now, I have not discussed with you when to get the merit filing separately, when to get the merit filing done. I have no idea about this. I don't know what is qualifying widower. We'll talk about everything we'll discuss today, guys. Now, these are the two topics which are very important, guys. Right? First is filing status, guys. The way we have done it, guys. There are 5 filing status. Second topic is the dependency rules, guys. Dependency rules. Today, I think I'll discuss with you majority of the filing status. We are going to pack filing status, and then dependency, which we'll do it tomorrow, guys. Very, very, very important topics, guys. Both the topics. Definitely, you will get a couple of questions on the either the filing status and the dependency rules, both of them, guys. So please listen carefully. Okay. 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 In US, guys, we don't follow the concept of a previous year assessment. इंडिया के अंदर हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट होता है प्रीवियस ईयर. एवरीवन अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, गाइस? इज देयर एनीवन हु डज नॉट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी? You don't understand, Gupta? Is there anyone who does not understand? I'll try to keep it in English, guys, because many people wants to incorporate more Hindi. So I'll try to incorporate Hindi as well, guys. Now, what I'm saying here, in India, we follow the concept of previous year assessment year. We don't have anything like this in US, guys. We have the tax year, guys. We have the concept of tax year, and generally we follow calendar year. Is that not possible for me to follow any other year? I can follow it. I can follow any other year also, but generally we follow calendar year. Calendar year means that means from January to December, right? January to December, guys. Very good. Okay. Here the couple got married. Here the couple got married on 1st of January, guys. 1st of January 2024, they got married. On 10th of December, guys, 10th of December 2024, they got divorced. On 10th of December, guys. What status would you give them? Would you give them married filing jointly or something else? What status is available for these guys? Think. Married filing separately. Married filing separately. Single. Anything else? Can I not give married filing jointly, guys? Can I not give married filing jointly? Because वो almost कितने महीने married थे, guys? For how many months they are married? They're married for almost 11 and a half months, guys. Right? So can we not give them married filing jointly, guys? What is the harm? No, why not? What is the problem? We will check the status not on the majority. आप majority basis पे check नहीं करोगे कि पूरे year के अंदर how many months you are married, unmarried in that case. We will check the status at the end of the year. What is your status on 31st of December, guys? Right? So what is your status at the end of the year? 31st of December. Are they married, guys? 31st of December. Are these guys married? No. If they are not married, you can't file married filing separately. Married filing joint. Can they file married filing separately? Answer is no. Because what is the name? Married filing separately. You have to be married only when you're filing separately. No, even if you're filing separately. Here the point is you are not married. You can't even file married filing separately. Point clear or not? Should we file surviving spouse? Should we file surviving spouse, guys? No, no one is dying. Thank you. No one is dying. No surviving spouse. Status can be single or HOH in that case. I don't know what is HOH. We'll see that. Guys, point clear or not? Yes, no. Couple is married for the last 50 years. For the last 50 years, which point would be? First point is this clear? Would be ये point clear है? 31st December को हम check करते हैं, year end में check करते हैं. Okay, whatever. Why we are not giving married filing separately? Would be reason being, what is the full form of married filing separately? Married filing separately. अगर आप married हो और आप separately file कर रहे हो, इस case में are they married? इस केस में on 31st of December. On 31st of December, they are married. If they're not married, then how can we give married filing separately? For married filing separately, you should be married. No? Here they are not married, so we can't give married filing separately. That's why the status available can be single only. Now, there is a couple who are married for last 50 years. 50 years. They got divorced on 30th of December 2024. What status would you give to them in the year 2020? What status would you give in the year 2024? On 30th December 2024, these guys got divorced, guys. On what's the answer? Why single, guys? They are married for last 60 years. Does not matter to you. They are married for last 50 years, guys. Doesn't it matter? You guys are no emotions, guys. What are you saying? Come on, 50 years. Be generous. Correct. We are going to check the status on the last day. On the last day, guys, are they married? There is no. Since they are not married, guys, since they are not married, can we give them married filing separately? Pooja, can we give married filing separately? No, Rina. I just told you no. Married filing, they have to be married. No, they are not married. Then how can you give them married filing separately? Basic married filing separately का ही मतलब ये है कि they have to be married first. They are not married, so you can't give them married filing separately. Is this okay? See, people generally get confused because separately makes you confused, right? I understand your point. For couples, both are available, guys. Married filing, if they are married, only then married filing jointly and married filing separately available. If they are not married, then it is not available, guys. Is this okay? I'm just writing a note for this. Marital status. That is whether you are single or married. Marital status to be checked. We check at the end of the tax year. Done. Should I move? Copy. So, Urja, I have not explained you anything. I have not even explained you merit filing survey anything. I'll cover that going forward. Okay. I have not explained any category. I have not explained HOS. I'll discuss one by one every category. Taxpayer and B, or let's say TP and B, they met at one of the New Year's party at the New Year's Eve. That means they met around 31st of December, 2024, guys. And they meet in the party, they fell in love, and let's say around, hypothetically, all the courts are open also, around 11:48 p.m. they got married. 11:48 p.m. in the night, 31st of December, they got married. What status is available for them? Can they claim marriage filing jointly? Can they file marriage filing jointly? What are you saying, guys? 11:48. Come on. 11:48. 31st December. Guys, even at the night, 11:48, you are giving marriage filing jointly. Actually, even if it is 11:58, does not matter. This is marriage filing jointly. Absolutely. Shashikala clear? Everyone clear? Atika clear? You can claim. Status, what we are looking at the end of the year, guys. So at the end of the year, we are looking. Perfect. Is that possible, guys? He and he, or she, can they file the marriage filing jointly? That means person of the same gender, can they file the marriage filing jointly, guys? One. Yes, you can do that. You can do that, provided your marriage is legal. The marriage is legal, then you can easily do that. Clear, everyone? It doesn't matter. Boyfriend and girlfriend, they are in a living for last 5 years, guys. Can they file marriage filing jointly? Because they are not considered as a married as per the law, guys. That's why no marriage filing jointly. Husband, wife. Husband is not working, husband is chilling, so his income is zero. Wife is working, she is earning approximately $100,000. On this, and can they file marriage filing jointly, guys? Husband is not working, zero income. Wife is 100,000. Can you file 100,000? Okay, as you said. Let's say the tax liability on this guys, when they are filing jointly, their tax liability, no, it's not mandatory. So Shivam, your question is, if you are married, is it mandatory for you to file married filing separately, married filing jointly? Sorry. Is that your question? अगर आप married हो तो क्या mandatory है आपके लिए married filing? Not at all. Whatever you guys like together, husband and wife, they want to, they can file something else also. I'll come to that. What else they can do? I'll talk about this. You can file married filing separately also. Okay. Let's say in this case, let's say the tax liability is coming approximately $10,000. You filed married filing jointly, tax liability is coming $10,000. Who's going to pay for that? Who's going to pay that? Husband, wife, who's going to pay? When you say both, when you say anyone, when you say jointly, what do you mean by that? That means 50-50? Both, anyone, jointly, when you guys say that do you mean 50-50, guys? If either can be, then no one will pay, no question. Overall means what? Sabya. If we leave anyone can pay, no one will pay. No, Dina. Isn't it? Pretty much what you say, not quite clear. जिसके पास पैसे हो शिवम ऐसे तो हर कोई बना कर देगा, पैसे ही नहीं है. In the proportion, so Atika, वहां तो इनकम ही नहीं है ना हस्बैंड की. That means husband will not pay any money. That means wife will pay. Here you will pay the tax liability whenever you are filing married filing jointly. Whenever you are filing married filing jointly, your responsibility, you are jointly, we typically call jointly and severally liable. That means the tax authorities, guys. The tax authority of US is IRS, Internal Revenue Service, guys. IRS. IRS can come for the $10,000. They can come after husband also, and they can ask you full $10,000. Same, they can come after wife also to get the 10,000. You both are jointly and severally liable for the entire amount. Clear what I'm saying, guys? Everyone? That is the reason. Do you think it is advantageous for the son to file? Sorry, not son. Is it advantageous for the husband to file married filing jointly here? No, it's not. It's not. So which one husband should file here? Here you should file married filing separately because यार मैं क्यों फंस जाऊं, मैं तो पैसे ही नहीं कमा रहा हूं, मैं तो चिल मार रहा हूं, मेरे को ऊपर टैक्स की लायबिलिटी और आगे फालतू में. So you will not do that, guys. Here, clear? Priya, no. When I say jointly and severally liable, it does not mean 50-50. It means both are liable. Both are liable for both, guys. That means tax authority can come with the husband also for the full 10,000. Tax authorities can go to the wife also for the full 10,000. It's not, tax authority will not limit only to 5,000 to husband or 5,000 to wife. They can come take full amount from either of them. Clear? Clear? That answers your point. What if they divorce and then there is a money? I'll come to that one. Sure. Guys, are we good with this? Should I move? Let's say, guys, here, tax liability is coming $10,000 in this year. Next year, guys, when the IRS authority has checked the financials and their tax return, and they realize that you have to pay the interest also and penalty also, approximately $1,000. Now, how will you pay this interest and penalty? Again, the same, jointly and separately liable. That means in this, again, both of them would be liable for that. Guys, clear what I'm saying? Jointly, they will be jointly and separately liable. Now comes the question what Shivam is asking. What about, let's say here they have filed the return for 2024 and the tax liability is coming 10,000. Here at the end of the year, or let's say next year, they got divorced. In the year 2025, they got divorced. Around 2026, IRS has opened the case for 2024 and they realize that these guys needs to pay approximately $3,000 more. In 2026, are these guys married? In 2026, are these guys married? No, they got divorced here, guys. Now, who would be liable for this $3,000, guys? Who would be liable for this $3,000? Again, the same point. But these are not married, guys. These guys are not married still. These guys are not married still. These guys are not married still. It does not matter what you do in your life. We don't care about this. We care about our money only. Tax authorities are just concerned about their money. What do you do is your problem. Clear, everyone? Did I move? Just writing for this. Husband and wife would be jointly and severally liable if filing married filing jointly, even if either of them is not work. Remove. Whenever husband and wife they want to file married filing jointly, guys, you'll get to know, Shivam, there are not many differences. There are no advantages, disadvantages. In the entire law, I'll do almost 20 classes on that. There are no different advantages and disadvantages on that. Don't worry about it. It's not like a CA, no, where you have to mug up so many things. Don't worry about that. They'll not ask you in any exam like this. Husband and wife, they are filing married filing jointly. You have seen the tax slabs. Have you seen the tax slab? Tax slab benefit you are getting, standard deduction benefit you are getting, more standard deduction you are getting it. You're getting better standard deduction, you're getting better slabs in that case, you're getting more advantages in that. Okay, sure, clear. Husband and wife, they are filing married filing jointly. When you're filing married filing jointly, guys, your tax year should be same. What do you mean by that? That means it can't happen. Husband is filing calendar year, wife is filing any other fiscal year. This can't happen. If you are filing married filing jointly, husband should file calendar year, she should also have calendar year. Wife is having financial year, you should also have it. Both the period should be same. Is this okay? What I'm saying? But what is possible? What is possible is you can have a different accounting method, guys. So that means maybe possible that husband is following cash method of accounting, wife is following accrual method of accounting. This is possible. Your difference of accounting method is okay, but different in tax year is not allowed. Clear, everyone? Just writing a note for this. For filing married filing jointly, tax year of both spouses should be same. Should be same, but accounting method can be different. There are probably Copy guys. Shivam, have you joined the class from the beginning? Where I discussed you have missed that training. You should join timely. I discussed about the gross income item. I told you very beginning. So in US, we don't have any salary kind of, we don't have any club kind of a income. We can have a merge of that income. Okay. Second thing, what you are asking, but you're not listening carefully, is this, no? Just now I told you that husband is having zero income, wife is having 100,000. So that salary point which you are asking is not valid. Does not matter. This is exactly what we have written in the note also. Even if they're not earning, either of them is not earning, that's absolutely okay. So there's no concept of the salary. Clear what I'm saying? Even if you're earning, even if you're not earning, even if you're having salary income, other person is having rental income, other person is having dividend income, you are having capital income. Does not matter. All of things does not matter. Clear, Shubham? Oh. Now, let's say, guys, around 30th of December, 30th of December, husband and wife, they have a huge fight and they decide, let's get divorced. Now, divorce is not like a Zepto thing, no, guys. You order on Zepto and within 10 minutes, the divorce gets awarded to you. Generally, when you go into the court, guys, what happens? Generally, you have seen in the movies also, right? What happens generally when you go into the court? Court will say, okay, granted. What happens generally? No, what happens? Let's say both of them go and say, we want a divorce. Nothing. They give time. Court gives the time. Why? Why would they give the time? Yeah, let's say both of them is agreeing to that, right? Let we want to get divorced. Why court is giving the time? Very good point. Kaushal. They to reconcile, no boss. Resolve your issue. जो भी problem है, sort out कर लो. We call it typically so that they can change their mind. We call it typically the reconciliation period, guys. Okay. On 30th December, let's say they filed for it. Court said, boss, not too early. Go for your reconciliation period. No, think about this, think through it. And if still after 6 months you realize that sorry, nothing is working, then we'll see. We'll come back after 6 months also. Point clear or not? Everyone. Why are we talking about divorce, guys? Are we going to have a chapter on the divorce? We don't care about their personal life. We are the tax people. We just want one thing is happening here. What is happening here? If court has given you 6 months, what is happening in between? Any special date is coming in between? Special date does not mean their marriage anniversary. Any special date is coming for us. For the tax authority, any special date is coming in between? Year end. 31st of December is coming here. So if I see 31st of December 2024, are they divorced, guys? No, they are not divorced in this phase. They are somewhere in between phase. Clear what I'm saying, guys? This is typically, we call it, so when the divorce got final, guys, let's say here, next year, then obviously their status is going to be single or head of the household. But here on 31st of December, are they divorced? Answer is no. So they will not get the single status. This point is clear or not? Whenever they are in between, typically we call it interlocutory, we call it interim, we call it temporary divorce. We call it temporary divorce in that case. Whenever it is interlocutory, whenever there is temporary, interim, provisional, you can file here married filing jointly. You can file here married filing separately. That's your option. Is that okay? But they are filing for the divorces. Still, we are giving married filing jointly. Yes. For the tax, they are in love. For the tax purpose, they are in love. How do we care about this? We don't care about this. They are filing. It's very much possible. It's very much possible that throughout the year, they are not talking to each other. They are not even staying in the same house. They just hate each other. But on the tax year date, they are filing married filing jointly. We don't care about what is happening in their personal life, guys. If they are filing, mutually agreeing to file married filing jointly, who we are to ask the question. Clear, guys, what I'm saying? everyone, whether they can change the filing status from year to year. So generally you are asking Shashikala, you are saying that first year they have filed merit filing jointly, next year they are filing merit filing separately. Is that what you say? Yeah, you can do that. Yes, you can do that. Next year, first year you filed in love, you were too much in love, you filed merit filing generally, jointly. Then you realize, no, let's file separately. You can do that. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Guys, this interlocutory and temporary point is clear, everyone. Here, when you are in the temporary phase, you can file merit filing jointly. You can file merit filing separately. Perfect. So, Shivam, single is merit filing separately. What you are getting is very similar to single only. And single is the most disadvantage. Single is also not a very advantageous one. Single, honestly speaking, is more like a ETC category. It is more like a balancing figure. For rest of the categories, married filing jointly, HOH, surviving spouse, we will discuss the condition. अगर वो आप कोई भी condition satisfy नहीं करो, then automatically by default you are going to come to single in that case. So in this case, automatically when you're couple and you're not filing together, you can go into married filing separately. There is one more category, HOH, if you are satisfying again the condition of HOH. I'll come back to that. Okay. Husband, wife. Is this possible? Husband is filing married filing separately. Wife is filing married filing jointly. No, not possible. Husband is filing married filing separately. What else wife can file, guys? She'll file married filing separately. In few rare circumstances, I will talk about that in some time. It is possible that husband is filing married filing separately and wife is filing HOH. But for that, you have to satisfy the conditions of HOH. I'll come back to this and discuss this in some time. But it is HOH is possible, but otherwise married filing jointly is just not possible. Should I move point here, guys? Should I move, guys? Point here. Any question till now? Quickly. Anyone, any question? No. 2024, husband and wife, they got married. On 1st of July, guys, wife unfortunately died. What status is available for husband? Anyone? What is that? Anyone? Surviving spouse, I got married filing jointly, I got S, single also, and I got married filing separately also. Anything else? Why would you get all the options? Have you seen the beginning? You have not seen it from the beginning. Have you know what is a filing status? Should it not be surviving spouse, guys? When do you check? When do you check the filing status? Which date do you check the filing status, guys? We check on year end. We check on year end. Year end, guys. Are they married on the year end? Priya, are they married year end? On 31st of December, are they married? Here, it's debatable. Someone will say that, though someone will be very emotional and say, though what happens, we are not together in physically, but in our memories, we are together, right? In love, we are together. Yeah. But IRS is not looking for that. IRS is looking in this case, generally you are right, they are looking year end. But whenever it is the case of death, in this case, we are not checking your status on year end. Then when are we checking your status? Think, when should we check your status of married? We will check on the DOD. DOD is not like a dance, India dance. Date of death. Are they married on date of death? Are they married on date of death? Yes, Priya, on date of death they are married, no? On 1st of July they are married. Since they are married on 1st of July, guys, since they are married on 1st of July, the status available for husband is married filing. Well, married filing. I'm slightly confused. But surviving spouse है ना हमारे लिए, जब किसी की डेथ हो जाती है तो हम सर्वाइविंग स्पाउस दे रहे हैं. I agree with you. I agree with you. But surviving spouse is not available in the year of the death. जिस साल डेथ होती है, in this case 2024, she died. 2024 surviving spouse is not available. Then when is it available? It is available for the next 2 years, guys. 2025, 2026. For whom it is available? Wife or husband? In this case, for whom it is available? Husband. The name says it, no, guys. Surviving spouse. Husband is surviving right now. So next 2 years, 2025, 2026. This is extremely important point, and this is extremely confusing. This is where they'll confuse you in the MCQs. Remember, I'm repeating it, in the year of death. In the year of death, the status is not surviving spouse. Is not surviving spouse. It is going to be married filing jointly here, guys. Clear or not? Everyone. So no surviving spouse, no single, married filing joint. Should I move point here? I'm just writing a note for this. In case of death, filing status to be checked. Filing status to be checked on DOD, date of death. Done, copy. Okay. 2024 here. So, Sejal, what I'm saying here, in case of a year of death, in case of a year of death, let's say I was saying here, wife died in the year 2024, Sejal. Then the husband can claim married filing jointly here. In the year of death, you can claim married filing jointly. Clear, Sejal? Then when surviving spouse is available? Surviving spouse is available for the next 2 years. So next 2 years, that means 2025, 2026, husband can claim surviving spouse. That's what I'm saying. Yes, yes, Shiva. 2 years only. Next 2 years. Only that year can file married filing jointly. And next 2 years, Sakib, surviving spouse. For next 2 years, surviving spouse. Sakib. Clear, Shivam, Sakib? I'll come to that, Shivam. Guys, clear up here? Should I move? ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाता है, ऑटोमेटिकली सर्वाइविंग स्पाउस मिल जाता है, ऑटोमेटिकली नेक्स्ट ईयर? आंसर इज नो. You have to satisfy condition in the next years. Next years, you have to satisfy the condition. Who needs to satisfy the condition? Wife. Who needs to satisfy the condition, guys? Husband. Surviving spouse. Husband means surviving spouse I'm talking about in this case. Don't think always husband has to do it. Surviving spouse needs to satisfy the conditions. If you have satisfied the conditions, guys, in the next 2 years, if you have satisfied the conditions, then you will take surviving spouse. How about if I'm not satisfying this condition? Then you cannot take the surviving spouse. Is this okay, everyone? So if conditions are satisfied, I don't know what are the conditions. We'll talk about that. Okay. Condition satisfied की है आपने, then you are surviving spouse. Condition satisfied नहीं की है, you are not the surviving spouse. Okay. Condition satisfied नहीं की है. 2025 में we have not satisfied the condition. Can we give married filing jointly to husband? Can we give married filing? So many years you can't take that benefit. No, we are giving you the benefit only in the year of death. Every year we are not going to give you that benefit. No, guys. For the coming years, if you want to take the benefit, satisfy the conditions, guys. Clear or not? Then maybe the status available is single or the head of the household, guys, in this case. What about in 2027, guys? Let's say 2024, wife died. Okay. What status is available here for husband? Married filing jointly says your jointly. 2025, what status? Let's say husband is satisfying the condition. What status would you give to husband? Surviving spouse. 2026, husband is satisfying the conditions. What status would you give? Surviving spouse. 2027, guys, 2027, husband is satisfying the conditions. What status would you give? What? Single? Why? You're satisfying the conditions? No. You're satisfying the conditions. 2 years only. 2 years only. Single or head of the household. I don't satisfy the conditions. What status would you give? Still single, still head of the household. You will not get anything else. Clear or not? In between, if you don't satisfy the conditions, then maybe whatever single or HOH in that case, you will not get SS in that case. Simple point here. Clear? Everyone clear? Shivam clear? Yes, no, maybe, guys. Okay. Here they got married. If 1 year satisfy another, like जिस साल में भी आप satisfy कर रहे हो गुरप्रीत, उस साल में आपको surviving spouse मिलेगा, otherwise husband by wife married on 2nd January or 2nd of March 2024. Okay. Husband died here. When? On 3rd of March. Husband died. What status would you give to wife? Surviving spouse. What status would you give to wife in 2024? Married filing jointly. But they're married only for 1 day, guys. They're married only for 1 day. What are you saying? They are just married only for 1 day. Correct. Very good point, Gupta. We are going to look what's your status on the DOD. On your date of death, what is the status? That's what we are going to look here, guys. Absolutely correct. So status available is married filing jointly. Clear, everyone, what I'm saying? Oh. These guys are married for last 50 years. These guys are married. Okay. 2nd February, let's say they got divorced. 2024, they got divorced. On 3rd of February, let's say husband died. What status would you give in 2024? Married, filing separately, single. Are they married? Kaushal, Veena, Are they married, Monica? Are they married on the date of death? No. When they're not married on the date of death, should we give them married filing separately or married filing joint? We can't. Clear? No married filing jointly, no married filing separate. Point clear or not? Here, who's left? Husband died, so wife is left here. All right. Next 2 years, guys. That means 2025, 2026. Wife satisfy the conditions, guys. Whatever the conditions we are having. Wife satisfy those two conditions, whatever the conditions we are having. What status would you give to wife in 25, 26? Wife is satisfying the conditions. What status would you give to wife in 25, 26? Okay, Shivam. Why single, guys? She's satisfying the condition. No, what is the problem? She's satisfying the condition. No, guys. Come on. Atika. See, what is the name? Surviving spouse. Is she actually the spouse? Is she actually the spouse in 2024? In 2024, she's not a spouse because they got divorced, guys. When you are not the spouse, guys, then how come you are a surviving spouse, guys? There's no point being surviving spouse. So it does not matter. It does not matter whether you satisfy the condition. Does not satisfy the condition. So your problem. We are not going to give you surviving spouse, guys. Clear or not? Everyone. (2018), guys. Okay. Here. They are married and here wife died. Husband remarry here, guys. After a few days, he remarried within the same year. What status is available for the husband? Single, why single, Sushika? When you are saying, let's say wife's name is W and he remarry with W1. So when you're saying that husband can file married filing jointly, with whom? W or W1? With the new wife or the old wife? W1, no, new wife. Because now you are remarried to the new person, guys. So the status is going to be with that W1. Point clear or not? Everyone, is that okay? Yes, no, Pooja, clear? Next 2 years, 2019, 2020. I am telling you, husband is satisfying the conditions this year also, this year. What status is available for husband? You are satisfying the condition. Husband is satisfying the conditions of surviving spouse here also, and surviving spouse condition you are satisfying in 2019, 2018. What status is available to you? 2019, 2020. And filing jointly. Guys, I'm satisfying the condition of surviving spouse. Husband is satisfying the condition of surviving spouse. When is this? Would you not give surviving spouse? People, would you not give surviving spouse? No. Because he got remarried. So you're in a way not spouse of the previous person. Then how you're surviving spouse? You're not a surviving spouse, no. You got married in that case. That's why no surviving spouse here, guys. I hope it is okay, everyone. Yes, no, maybe. One very interesting point here. Are we good up to here? Should I move? In the year 2018, which form husband is filing in this question? In the year 2018, which form husband is filing? Not which form, which filing status husband is filing? Husband is filing married filing jointly, W1 in that case. I'll come to that question, Shashikala. Give me 2 minutes. Let me finish it. Okay. But whose return is not filed, guys? Whose return is not filed? Wife, who? W, old wife, new wife. Old wife who has died, right? Old wife who has died, guys. Someone should file her return also, no, guys? This return needs to be filed by a legal executor of the wife here, guys. Legal executor of the wife is going to file the return. Very interesting point here. The return she can file here is married filing separately. Very unusual, very rare exception. In this case, the legal executor of the wife is going to file married filing separately as her last income tax return also. Clear what I'm saying, guys? Everyone? Should I move? Shashikala, your point is, what about in the year 2019, 2020, if she is earning more income, right? She's having, let's say, passive income, rental income is coming, or the dividend is coming, right, Shashikala? Yeah. So what happens, Shashikala, in this case? Generally, whenever anyone die, let's say in this case, wife die, yes, husband can be legal executor also, so okay. Wife die, all the assets and liability goes to the state of that person. All the assets and liability goes to the state. And from state, maybe she has written a will that all property of mine will go to my kids. So it will go to kids in that case. So now the kids will pay the tax on that, right? So automatically everything goes to the state in that case. Clear, Shashikala? So whatever the rental income and everything you will do, whoever is going to be the recipient in that case. Let's say, Shashikala, there is a dispute. She left everything, she died, and she has not mentioned to whom everything will go. And now there are 3 sons, and all the 3 sons are fighting. I will take this, I will take that in that case. And the matter is in the court. Then the state is going to pay the tax. She is no more. She will not pay any taxes. This is her last income tax return. That's it. This is her last income tax return. After that, either the state is going to pay or the beneficiary is going to pay. Just answering you. Clear, everyone? Should I move? Yes, no, maybe. If previous return was filed for the old wife. Previous means Monica. Okay. Monica, in this question, you are saying she died in 2018, but let's say in 2017, they have filed marriage filing jointly, right? Yeah, does not matter. What you have done in the previous is irrelevant. This year, marriage filing separately in this point. Yes. Please, guys, good. Please keep asking questions. Everyone. Any question? Shashikala? No. Atika, Deepak, Gupri, Kaushal, Monica. All right. Let's read up here from the book. If after death, taxable gains deduction will pay. If after, in whose case? In this question, you are saying would be yes. So, in whose return tax authority is raising the question, Gurpreet? In husband or the wife? ये तो I have already done, no? In 2017, sorry, you are saying that husband and wife, they filed marriage filing jointly, right? And now husband is remarrying to the person after the death, right? So we have already done, no? Gurpreet, अगर आपने 1 साल मैरिड फाइलिंग जॉइंटली फाइल किया है, आफ्टर दैट मे बी दे गॉट डिवोर्स और एनीवन डाई, राइट? एंड कुछ सालों बाद कुछ और टैक्स की लाइबिलिटी आ जाती है, राइट? दिस इज योर पॉइंट. योर पॉइंट इज हस्बैंड विल पे द शेयर बट वाइफ इज नो मोर. देन वाइफ के एंगल पे कहां से आएगा? आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट योर पॉइंट है. नहीं, वो स्टेट में जाएगा ना. आई जस्ट टोल्ड यू दिस ओनली. जनरली इन दिस केस एक टाइम विंडो होती है, किसी भी चीज की एक टाइम विंडो होती है. गुरप्रीत, इन दिस केस ऑल्सो, योर केस ऑल्सो, योर ग्रैंडफादर माइट हैव फाइल्ड द रिटर्न इन 1970. गुरप्रीत, क्या आज के टाइम में इंडिया में टैक्स टैक्स अथॉरिटीज वो रिटर्न खोल सकती है एंड आस्क द मनी फ्रॉम यू? 1970 में आपके ग्रैंडफादर ने जो रिटर्न फाइल की, ऑब्वियसली नॉट. किसी भी चीज की एक टाइम विंडो होती है. वी टिपिकली कॉल इट स्टैट्यूटरी ऑफ लिमिटेशन, राइट? टिपिकली ये 3 से 6 साल होती है यूएस के अंदर. कुछ केसेस में अनलिमिटेड होती है, पर जनरली 3 साल होती है. 3 years इज द पॉइंट वेर आई कैन ओपन द रिटर्न. क्लियर व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? यस, नो? इस केस में देखते हैं गुरप्रीत हम. 2017 में दे हैव फाइल्ड द रिटर्न एंड 2018 में शी डाइड. नाउ when everything will go to her state. Now everything will go to her state. Now state will reach the IRS in this case that this person died, and now we are also settling her assets and liability. She has left this much dividend, she left this much of stock, she left this much of rental property. It's ऐसे करके उसने काफी सारी प्रॉपर्टी ये लीव की है. You tell that if there is any tax liability for her. इस चीज को सेटल करने में 1 डेढ़ 2 साल तो लग ही जाता है स्टेट की एसेट को सेटल करने में. तो बाय द टाइम आईआरएस विल टेल यू. आईआरएस ऐसा नहीं है 10 साल बताएगा, बाद बताएगा. आईआरएस का 1 साल वहां निकल गया, 1 2 साल में यहाँ सेटल होगा. इतनी इतनी विंडो में आईआरएस आपको बता देता है कि आपकी कोई लाइबिलिटी है या नहीं. लेट्स से आईआरएस ने कोई लाइबिलिटी बता दिया कि यार $6,000 आपको और देने हैं. हस्बैंड विल पे 3,000, वाइफ विल पे 3,000. वाइफ हुज नो मोर द एसेट ऑफ द लाइफ, द एसेट्स, the net worth, whatever she has left, whatever the assets and liability she has left, you will pay 3,000 from that amount. Whoever is the legal executor of that wife will pay 3,000 from that. Clear? Could be not clear for everybody. Please read this. What is state? Is it now? State एक तरह की एक entity होती है साके. It is an entity where every asset and liability would be transferred, right? लीगल एग्जीक्यूटर होता है जो उसको प्रोसेस करता है. एक तो एंटिटी बन गई ना, कंपनी बन जाती है उसी तरह से. कंपनी को कोई तो चलाता है ना. तो कंपनी को डायरेक्टर चलाते हैं, सीईओ चलाता है. सेम हियर, स्टेट एक एंटिटी बन गई, उसको जो रन करता है वो लीगल एग्जीक्यूटर होता है जनरली. क्लियर साकिब? Please, I am on page number 5. Please read this portion only. Read and confirm, please. During the year of death of one side W over W1, W2. W is the one who has died. Okay, Ucha. W1 is the one with whom H has remarried. Okay, there's no W2. अब आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है? आपका क्वेश्चन है W जो न्यू वाइफ है वो किस केस में फाइल करेगी? दैट योर क्वेश्चन इज जो न्यू वाइफ है वो कैसे फाइल करेगी? पूजा, इज दैट योर क्वेश्चन? हाँ, पहले तो न्यू वाइफ से ओल्ड वाइफ से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है, हस्बैंड से कनेक्शन होगा ना। तो हस्बैंड इज फाइलिंग मैरिड फाइलिंग जॉइंटली विद द न्यू वाइफ। सो ऑब्वियसली मैरिड फाइलिंग नई वाइफ के साथ हस्बैंड फाइल कर रहा है, तो शी इज ऑल्सो फाइलिंग द सेम। शी इज फाइलिंग W1 who is a new wife, she is filing the return married filing jointly with the husband। एक ही बात, it would be married filing jointly। Spouse wife died in the middle of year, they lose tax। In this case you are saying, Monica, you can Monica, yeah, generally you are saying can we file married filing separately, husband and wife, the year of death? Yes, as you're done just reading this everyone, correct, understood, still yes, everyone done reading? Anyone, any question, please shoot your questions. Now I will discuss few more categories. Monica, I hope you merit filing separately clear है आपको, because you asked me a question on that. Hope merit filing separately is clear. Merit separately could be any category. उसकी कोई condition नहीं है. Husband and wife, whenever they don't want to file it separately, they'll file it merit filing separately. They don't want to file it together, they'll file merit filing separately. There's no terms and conditions for that. Correct. Generally also, not in case of a death only, Monica, generally also option is available. I will talk about surviving spouse, qualifying widow, widower. Is the name only surviving spouse? इस फाइलिंग स्टेटस का नाम से सर्वाइविंग स्पाउस था? कुछ और भी था, कुछ और भी ऐड किया था मैंने? Why added anything else also? Qualifying wife, right? Qualifying widow, widower also. कुछ और भी ऐड किया था मैंने? See, with dependent child, with dependent kid. So is it mandatory for you to have a kid? Yes. Now I was continuously saying, remember I was continuously saying कि condition satisfy करनी पड़ेगी, condition satisfy करनी पड़ेगी, तभी surviving spouse मिलेगा. Now I will talk about what are the conditions. First condition, you got it. What is the first condition? One, what is the first condition? Correct. Having a child, having a kid is the condition. Now, when I say kid, there can be variety of the kids, guys. Let's call it, in short, I'm calling it DK, guys. Okay. Dependent kid. When I'm saying variety of this, how can be the variety of the kids can be there, guys? One is biological kid to whom you have given maybe the birth, who is biologically related to that. What else? What could be the other category of the kids? Adopted kid, step kid, adopted kid. Anything else? Another category of kid. Foster kid. Foster kid, adopted kid, क्या अंतर होता है? What is the difference in the foster kid adopted? Are they not same? What is the difference in the foster kid and adopted? See, in foster kid, you just provide the resources to the kid. You are providing books, you are paying the school fees, you are providing the food, you're just providing. But you do not have the parenting rights, guys. On this kid, you don't have the parenting rights. The parenting right does not mean you are going to allow to teach on the kid. So parenting rights, that means you don't have the parenting rights on the kid, guys. When you don't have the, because adoption go through a certain process, guys. Uh, it's a long process you have to go through, and then the kid, you can adopt a kid in US, guys. So when you don't have the parenting right, that's a foster kid. When you are having the parenting right, that's an adopted kid. Point clear or not, guys? Have you seen Bhagwan, guys? Have you seen Bhagwan? Yeah. In Bhagwan, Salman Khan. Salman Khan was not adopted kid. Salman Khan was a foster kid because he was just paying for the fees and everything in that case. So he was a foster kid in that case. You don't have the adoption right for that. Clear what I'm saying? How does it matter? Because when I'm saying that you should have a dependent kid, we are including all the kids, biological kids, step kid, adopted kid. We are not included foster kid. That means if you are having foster kid, if you are just providing the resources for certain kid, guys, in that case, you will not get the benefit of surviving spouse. Is my point clear or not? Everyone. Should I move? Second condition, guys. This is my condition number 1, guys. Second condition. You are maintaining a home. Who is maintaining the home, guys? Who's maintaining it? That surviving spouse is maintaining the home, guys. Surviving spouse is maintaining the home. When I say maintaining the home, what do you mean by maintaining the home? That means उस घर को रन करने के लिए कुछ कॉस्ट होगी. That means typically we call it cost of upkeep. घर के कुछ खर्चे होते हैं, कुछ जो भी हो. You are maintaining the home. When I say maintaining the home, that means you are providing, that means surviving spouse is providing more than 50% of the cost of upkeep. That means if my home expenditure is coming approximately $10,000, so surviving spouse is providing, let's say, minimum more than $5,000 in that. If yes, then we are assuming that you are providing cost of upkeep. Point clear or not? Everyone. Yes, sir. This home which you are maintaining, guys, this home you are maintaining, it is the principal residence. Principal residence for whom? Principal residence for whom? Very good. It is the principal residence for DK. We don't care about surviving spouse. It should be a principal residence for the kid in this case. Point clear or not, guys? For the whole year. For the whole year, it should be the principal residence of the kid. Is it good? So 3 conditions I have done with you, guys. 3 conditions I have done with you. First condition, you should have a DK. DK, all the kids we are including, barring the foster kids. Second, you are maintaining the home. You are maintaining the home for whom? You are maintaining the kid, the home for DK. When you say maintain means jitne bhi ghar ke kharche hain, whatever is the cost of running that house, guys, you are providing more than 50% of that, guys. Yes, and DK, it should be the home for the DK for the whole year. Guys, clear or not? I'm saying it should be the home for the DK for the full year. What about DK has gone, dependent kid had gone for a vacation? Let's say for the full 12 months, the kid is staying there. But maybe for 15 days, let's say the kid has gone for a vacation. Will you still consider that the kid is for the whole year? Okay. Let's say, yes, we'll still consider 15. Let's say for 1 month, kid got hospitalized. Will you still consider the kid is still there? Yes. This is typically, we call it temporary absence. Not even this, guys. Let's say kid has gone to a boarding school for 6 months. Let's say 6 months you are in the boarding school, or let's say 8 months you are into the boarding school. It does not matter, guys. See, basic fundamental क्या है कि eventually उसका घर क्या है, उसका main घर यही है ना जहां पे वापस आना है उस kid को. Then we are saying that you have satisfied the condition. Clear? Even if it is less than 12 months, does not matter, guys. This is typically we call it temporary absences. Guys, clear what I'm saying? Yes, no? Any doubt here? Clear? I'm writing note here. Not clear, Shashikala? Principal residence has to be for whole year. But temporary absences are allowed. Absences allowed. For example, school, illness, vacation, college. Done, guys? Three conditions we have done it, guys. Three conditions we have done. You should have a dependent kid. You are maintaining the home for the dependent kid. When you say maintaining the kid, you are providing more than 50% support, and the kid is staying there for majority of the time. If you are here and there for temporary absence, which is now, is surviving spouse, this surviving spouse, let's say wife, is she getting this? Is she getting just because she is widow? That means she is widow. Is that the only reason she is getting the surviving spouse benefit? When I say surviving spouse benefit, that means the tax benefits, I see. No, that's not only the condition. Okay, is that the reason she's widow plus decay? Is that the only reason? She's getting surviving spouse benefit because just because she's widow and the decay. Is that the reason? No. So you are incurring that expenditure also, guys. That means, guys, maybe let's say this is why she is widow and she is having a kid also, let's say son, and they are staying in a home. But all the expenditure of this home is provided by the grandfather of the son. That means father-in-law of the wife in this case, guys. Can wife get a surviving spouse benefit here? No, because two conditions are satisfying. She is widow, she is having a kid, she is having a home where the kid is staying, but you are not paying for it. No, guys. See, the benefit तभी देंगे आपको, benefit किसी को भी तभी मिलेगा जब obviously the person is widow. See, the basic rationale यही है ना उसका कि obviously you are the sole earning person in that case. You are having a responsibility of a kid also. Plus you are incurring that expenditure. When you're not incurring that, so that's why we are giving you the benefit. But if you don't have a kid, why should we give you more benefit? If you do not have a burden, you don't have any money to spend on that, why should we pay that? So we are expending you that money. We are giving the tax authority wise, we are giving you the benefit because the person is single, the person is having a kid, and you have to spend the money. That's why we are giving the benefit. Guys, clear or not? Rationale clear, guys? Everyone? Quickly read it from the book now. Simple, very simple. Is number 6. Clear everyone? Should I move? Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Next, merit filing separately also, guys. See that? A merit filing taxpayer may file a merit taxpayer may file the separate return even if only one spouse is having the income. Yes, you can file this even one spouse is having income. In a separate property estate, in US, we are having two categories of the state, guys, separate property estate and second is the community property estate. This is a long list of it, guys. Some states are having the community property, some states is having the separate property estate. There's a link, almost 8 to 10 states are having the community property. Should we learn that list? Absolutely not. In fact, for your exam purposes, it's not even a relevant point. What happens in the community property? We consider the income as 50-50. Everything we take 50-50. See that? In a community property state, most of the income reductions and the credit, everything are going to be 50-50, guys. Is that okay? So that means you will do everything 50-50 in that. But in a separate property state, spouses who elect to use the merit filing separately state must separately report their income. जो भी आपकी खुद की return की income की होगी, that means maybe if let's say rental income, I'm saying, let's say rental income. And maybe wife, she is owning 80% of the property, husband is only 20% in that case. And let's say you are getting the rental income of $10,000. So that means 8,000 will go into the wife, 2,000 will go into the husband in that case. This is something we do in the separate property. But if you have, if you are having a community property, then here we do 5,000. You don't need to remember any state name, nothing in this case. Question, in the question, they are going to provide this, that this is community, this is separate property. Clear or not, guys? Everyone clear? Any question before I move, guys? No? Is it too heavy for today? Is it fine? Okay, we can stop here for a break, guys. We can stop here for a break. But before the break, can we quickly revise whatever you have done it, guys? Just a minute. Just allow me. How many minutes will take 20 minutes, bro? Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Before we move for the break, guys, can we quickly revise whatever we have done it? As an individual, which forms do you file, guys? Quickly. We don't need to type everything. सब कुछ type करने की जरूरत नहीं है. अगर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आपसे, you have to say, let's say, married filing jointly. बहुत एक एक letter type करते चलो, so that I know we are connected in the feelings, so that I know you have got 1040 we filing that, right? So we take all the gross income, we reduce the adjustment, we get the AGI. What is the other name of the adjustments, guys? What is the other name of the adjustments? What is the other name of the adjustment, guys? Correct. We call it above the line. We call it above the line in that case. Okay. Then we take from that we take the standard deduction or itemized deduction. We take the standard deduction or itemized deduction in this case, right? Which one do you take? Whichever is higher or lower. Which one do you take? Whichever is higher or lower. You take whichever is higher. You take whichever is higher in this case. Correct. Then we are going to reduce QBI deduction in that case. Then we are going to reduce the QBI deduction in that case, and then we get the tax credit. How many slabs do we have, guys, in US? 2 slabs. One is for the ordinary income. Second is for the preferential. Can you tell me the range of the income percentage range, guys, for the ordinary income? 10 to 37%. 10 to 37%. For the preferential, what is the slab, guys? For the preferential, it is going to be 0 to 20%. Correct. Then we have done the taxes. On that, we are going to reduce the tax credit, and then we are going to come to the taxes refund on the payment. I'll continue this, and filing status I will revise with you. Filing status I am going to revise with you later. So we are going to finish everything, then ready we are going to revise everything. Okay. We'll stop here for a break, guys. I will see you at 9 o'clock. We are going to start then. I am sharing you my LinkedIn and the YouTube, guys. So I'll keep sharing a lot of stuff, guys, over there. So you guys can connect with me. If you need any help over there, I'll be more than happy to do that. Because some topics I will cover more in Hindi on the YouTube also. And I keep posting on the LinkedIn also. So you guys can connect with there also. Okay. I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock. We'll start from there. Thank you. Hi, guys. Quickly confirm. Have you joined? Should I start then? The last filing status we have done was what we have done was qualifying below widower. I'll move to the next category here, guys, which is head of the household. Head of the household, HOH. There are 3 conditions. How many conditions you have done for the qualifying below widower? Surviving spouse, how many conditions? 3 conditions. 3 conditions I'm going to do with you for a head of the household also. First condition is, guys. First condition is taxpayer. Taxpayer who wants to claim, who wants to be HOH, whoever wants to be HOH, that person should be unmarried. That person should be unmarried, or that person should be considered unmarried. Considered unmarried. So that person should either be married or considered unmarried. Considered unmarried, that means that that person actually unmarried, guys. Does that person actually unmarried? No. When we are saying you are considered unmarried, then you are not actually unmarried, guys. That's exactly the scenario. What do we call consider unmarried? Consider unmarried means that you are married, though you are married, but you are staying apart. You are not staying. With whom you are not staying, guys? With whom you are staying apart? From whom you are staying apart, guys? From your spouse, guys. Could be anyone, could be husband, could be wife in that case. For the last 6 months. For the last 6 months from the end of the tax year, you're not staying with the spouse for last 6 months, then we consider you as unmarried. Clear or not? Everyone? In this case, you have to satisfy either of the conditions. Either you are unmarried, or if you are not, you are married, though you are married, but you are staying not together with your spouse for the last 6 months. We are going to be okay with that. That's my first condition, guys. If you remember, I told you one of the exception, I will tell with you later. I told you that husband, wife. Is that possible? You are filing married, filing jointly. You are filing married, filing separately. No. Then I told you that there would be one exception, that maybe you are filing married, filing separately here, and other person is filing HOH. Possible? Is this possible, guys? This is possible now. This is possible provided you are satisfying the other condition of HOH, and provided you are not staying. In this case, the person is not staying with the spouse for the last 6 months. Clear what I'm saying, guys? Everyone? Married filing jointly and HOH, is this possible? That this is something not possible, guys. Should I move? Second condition, guys. Second condition is that that means taxpayer who wants to be claimed as HOH. That person should not be a surviving spouse. That person should not be a surviving spouse, guys. Because if you are any which ways, guys, think carefully. If you are a surviving spouse, then automatically you are getting that benefit. Surviving spouse is much more beneficial. So you should not be surviving spouse, guys. You should not be non-resident, guys. you should not be surviving spouse, you should not be non-resident. So can I say in a positive way that taxpayer should be resident, guys, with that? Can I say that? When I'm saying you should not be non-resident, that means you are a resident, guys, in that case. Is this okay, guys? Condition number 3, guys. Condition number 3. 2 conditions I have done with you. First condition, which is the marital condition, that you should be unmarried or consider unmarried. Consider unmarried means that you're not staying with your spouse for the last 6 months, guys. Second condition, what we have done it, that that you are not a surviving spouse, or you are resident, you are not non-resident, guys. That third condition, guys. Third condition, I'm saying you are maintaining a home. Who's maintaining a home? Taxpayer who wants to claim HOH, guys, right? That taxpayer is maintaining the home. Where else? Have you done somewhere else where you are maintaining the home? Have you done anywhere? In DK? In surviving spouse, we have done it. In surviving spouse, we have done it that you are maintaining the home. When I say maintain the home, that means how much cost you are providing. When I say maintain the home, that means how much cost you are providing. Cost of upkeep, how much you are providing. Correct? You are providing more than 50%. Exactly the same copy paste law. That you are providing more than 50%. Is that okay, guys? The only difference is, the only 1 or 2 difference here is, there in the surviving spouse for whom you were maintaining the home, guys. In the surviving spouse for whom you were maintaining the home for DK, right? Dependent K. But here we are not making the home, we are not maintaining the home for dependents. We are maintaining it for QPs. QPs is qualified persons. We don't know what is a qualified person. I will discuss with you what is qualifying person. Don't worry about this. We'll discuss that. Okay. QPs is qualifying person. Clear, guys, what I'm saying? Another difference, guys. Another difference. In surviving spouse, for how much period you are maintaining the home, guys? In a qualifying widower, surviving spouse, we are maintaining for the whole year. Remember, whole year. Here, W. Here, in a HOH, you are supposed to maintain for whom? You are supposed to maintain for QPs, but you are supposed to maintain that, guys, for a period of half year, guys. For more than half a year, guys. Half year. So easy to remember. This is H. This is H. Is that clear what I'm saying, guys? Everyone? Yes, no? That means you are providing a home. You are providing the home. You are maintaining the home for QPs. And this is the home for these guys for more than 6 months. Okay. What about these guys are going to a college, to hospital? That's okay. Same fundamental. Temporary absences are okay. So here also, guys, maybe these guys are going in between somewhere, then it is the period is even less than 6 months. That does not matter because temporary absences are okay. Are we good? Point clear, guys, what I'm saying? Yes, no, maybe. All right. Now, let's talk about in the QPs who are going to be included, guys. In the QPs, we are going to include parents. Parents, whose parents? Obviously, taxpayers' parents also. Okay, taxpayer parents. Here, guys, you are maintaining the home for your parents. And here the expenditure is $10,000. Okay. Son 1 is providing $4,000 for that. Son 2 is providing $6,000 for that. For this, who can be claimed as HOH, guys? Son 1, son 2. Correct. Son 2, because he is providing more than 50%. Clear or not, guys? He's providing more, he's providing more than 50% support. So son 2 can claim. Clear what I'm saying, guys? Son 1 says, okay, let's do another scenario where son 1 is not providing any money. Son 2 is providing full $10,000. Clear? Point clear? But on a regular basis, son spend on an average approximately 100 hours with the parents. On an average, son 1 spends 100 hours. Son 2 does not spend any time with them. 0 hours. Son 1 says that I'm a CPA and my hourly cost is approximately $500 per hour. And I spend almost 100 hours with my parents. So ideally, my cost, how much I'm spending time worth $50,000 with my parents. So I should get S1. I should get, son 1 says, I should get H1. Do you think you will be allowed like this? You will not get for any opportunity cost, for your any notional value, you are not going to get, guys. Still, son 2 is going to get. Even son 2 is not staying at all. Even son 2 is not spending any money, guys. Clear what I'm saying, guys? Yes, no? Now, QP include your parents, guys. It includes relatives, guys. It includes relatives. Almost all the relatives are going to be covered, except cousins are not covered here, guys. And foster parents are not covered, guys. Otherwise, almost all the parents are covered. All the people are going to be covered here. All the relatives are covered. Third, everyone in the QPs we are having is QCs. QCs is qualifying child. I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow on the qualifying child. What is qualifying child? So in the QPs, 3 people are including qualifying child, parents, relative. Is this okay or not? So you are basically maintaining the home for these 3 guys. You are maintaining the home for QCs. You are maintaining the home for QCs. You are maintaining the home for QCs. You are maintaining the home for parents. You are maintaining home for relatives, guys. Are all of them supposed to stay together, guys? QC also, relative also, parents also. Are all of them supposed to stay together, guys? No. Either of them, no. If you are having QC, you can be HOL. If you are relative, if you are having any relative, you can. If you are having parents, then either of them. You are maintaining for either of them, guys, not all of them. Point clear? It's not like hum saath saath hai. Everyone is staying in that case. One even of them, either of them, for either of if them is you are providing, that's good enough, guys. Clear? Should I move, guys? Everyone? But the condition is you should stay with these guys. You should stay with these guys. That means who should stay with these guys? Who should stay with these guys? Taxpayer. Taxpayer should stay with these guys, right? Taxpayer should stay with them. Taxpayer should stay with the QCs. Taxpayer should stay with the relatives also. But this condition is not, staying condition is not applicable for the parents. Staying condition is not with the parents. What do you mean by that? That means even parents are staying in the old age home. Parents are staying in the nursing home. Parents are staying in the assisted facility. Old age home, if they are staying. And even if you are not staying with them, but you are providing more than 50% of that, guys. That means that the old age expenditure is coming approximately $10,000 and the taxpayer is providing approximately $6,000. Still, the taxpayer can be HOH, guys. Though, is the taxpayer staying in the old age home? Answer is no. But since you are providing that, everyone, we are still allowing it. Clear what I'm saying? Generally, in US, guys, most of the parents are staying not together with them. It's a common practice, guys. Clear? Should I move what I'm saying? Point clear? Is it good for the taxpayer, bad for the taxpayer that this condition is waived? This condition is waived. Is it good for the taxpayer, bad for the taxpayer? Bad. Why bad? Why bad? Why good? Bad because you're not staying with the parents. Is that why you're saying it? Bad because you're not staying with the parents. Shigala. No, no, no. Let's not be too emotional about this. We should be thinking more from a tax perspective. It is the relaxation for you, no? It is the relaxation for you. Let's say taxpayer is providing a home. In this home, taxpayer is not staying, but taxpayer parents are staying here. The cost of the expenditure is 10,000 and entire 10,000 is paid by the taxpayer, but taxpayer is not staying with the parents. In this case, can the taxpayer get the HOH? Yes, you will get. Taxpayer is staying with the parents. Taxpayer is staying with the parents. Will you still get the HOH? You will still get. So in a way, Shashikala, this is the advantage which is giving to you, know, that otherwise with the relative, I have no choice but to stay. With the QC, I have no choice but to stay. But in a way, from a tax perspective, it's good for you, know, that I don't have to. There's no compulsion on you, right? So even I don't have to satisfy any condition and I'm getting the benefit also. From that angle, it is good, right? I hope it is okay, guys. So in a way, this is good, guys. Okay. For QPs, guys, for how many months you are supposed to maintain the home, guys? For QPs, how many months you are supposed to maintain the home? Correct? You are supposed to maintain more than 6 months. But since we are giving the benefit, in case of a parents, एक हाथ से benefit दे रहे हैं, दूसरे हाथ से benefit ले रहे हैं. For parents, guys, you have to maintain for a period of, guess, 12 months. Whole year, 12 months. So in a one way we have given the benefit, another way we have taken back the money. Clear or not, guys? Everyone? Point clear? 12 months if parents are not staying there. Okay, very good point, Monica. 12 months, Monica, whether they stay, don't stay, does not matter. You are supposed to provide 12 months for them. Whether you stay with them, you don't stay with them, does not matter. Very good. Point clear or not, everyone? Let's read it up to here from the book. Anyone has a question, please shoot, guys. Four point five up till here. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Anyone has a question, please ask me. Is foster child included? The cost of maintaining the foster child included in cost of maintaining the home. You tell me, guys, can you answer that point which Pooja is asking? Is foster child included in the surviving spouse in the decade? No, no, Pooja. That's what we are saying. Except the foster child, all the childs are covered. So even if you are maintaining for the foster child, does not matter. We are not going to give you that benefit of. Clear, Pooja? Once you're done reading this. Wait for 2, 3 more done, guys. Please, guys, I'm giving you the time for reading. Hope you're reading. Clear everyone? QC will discuss it later. Dependent relative will discuss later. Read the mother father parents first. 4.5.2. Is it clear, guys? Just leave the qualifying child and dependent relative point. Something which I discussed, half thing, remember? Read the past key also. And read this also, who are supposed to live, who are not supposed to live. Both the points. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? The parents have yeah. No question. If parents are staying together, is that the condition that it has to be half a year? Is that the condition? No. So if the parents are staying together, half a year will be the principal residence also always have to be there, caution. Principal residence always has to be there for everyone. Whether it is relative, whether it is child, whether it is parent. It has to be principal residence for everyone. See, caution. What is the meaning of the principal residence? Principal residence means that this is where you generally go and live. So it could be old age home for parents also. So parents have nowhere else to go. So old age home, they stay in the old age home. So old age home will be considered as a principal residence in this case. Home is there for the parents. Our coming means taxpayer is paying. So, Sakib, your point is there are already a home. So I think what I have understood correctly, that there is already a home. Expenditure is incurred on that. Okay, taxpayer is still maintaining that home, but parents are not staying in that case, right? Parents staying in the old age home. Okay. Who's paying for the old age? Parents or the taxpayer? Sakib, parents or the taxpayer? In your question, Sakib, who you want to pay for the old age home? Oh, living is okay, but someone will pay for the old age. No, you tell me in your illustration whom you want to pay. Taxpayer you want to pay. Does not matter, Sakib. Then maintaining home is irrelevant. Taxpayer is providing the money for the place where the parents are staying. Taxpayer will take it. Simple point क्या है ना साकिब इस केस में कि who is providing for it, who is eventually incurring the expenditure in that case, Sakib. So it does not matter. So you are saying, Sakib, in this case, the taxpayer एक घर भी maintain कर रहा है, taxpayer is maintaining a home also, and you are providing the old age home also, right? Does not matter. You will get only for one thing. So you will get for old age home only. Or moreover, Sakib. Clear? Sakib, are we good up to here? Should I add on your point? No, no. Okay. कोई combined नहीं होता साकिब इसके अंदर. I tell you why. See, it's a very pertinent point. इसमें कोई combined नहीं होता. Reason being, what happens once you become the HOH? Once you become the HOH, no, you will get this slab. Now, in this slab, you will not say, oh, because I'm maintaining 2 places for this, my slab is going to change. No. Whether you are maintaining 20 people, whether you are maintaining 2 houses, 20 people, does not matter. If you are HOH, you will get the same slab. Whether you are maintaining for, whether you are providing for the home also, old age home, does not matter. एक्स्ट्रा कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं मिलेगा. 5 लोगों को अगर मैं करूंगा तो कुछ मुझे एक्स्ट्रा नहीं मिलेगा. आई विल गेट दिस स्टेटस ओनली. ऑन दैट बेसिस आई विल पे द टैक्स एज पर दिस. ऑन दैट बेसिस आई विल पे द टैक्स एज पर दिस. ऑन दैट बेसिस आई विल हैव द दिस स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन. दैट्स इट. चाहे मैं 6 लोगों की फंडिंग कर रहा हूं, चाहे एक बंदे की फंडिंग कर रहा हूं. डज दैट पॉइंट आंसर द पॉइंट? Same happens in case of a surviving spouse also. In surviving spouse, is it possible that you are having 5 dependent kids? Is it possible that you are having 5 dependent kids, guys, in surviving spouse? Why not? Someone will have 20 kids also. So in this case, just because someone is having more number of kids and someone is having 1 DK, someone is having 20 DK, it does not matter. No, both of them will get the surviving spouse. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि इसकी वजह से इसको बहुत कुछ एक्स्ट्रा सर्वाइविंग स्पाउस मिलने लगेगा. नो, both of them are the surviving spouse and both of them will get the same benefit. Point clear or not? Everyone clear? I'll take that. Give me a minute. Monica, I'll extend that. Let me finish this. So, but this is, some people will say, but this is bad. 1 DK is equals to 20 DK also. Yes. For your slab, for identifying surviving spouse, for surviving, for maintaining the HOH, this is what it is. But going forward, I will discuss with you dependency rules, right? I will discuss with you dependence. So now then, everyone, maybe if I'm having 1 dependent, I will get lesser benefit. But if I'm having 20 dependents, I will get more benefit otherwise, not in the filing status, but otherwise मुझे कुछ और benefit मिलेंगे जिनकी बारे में मैं बाद में बात करूँ. Guys, this point is clear what I'm saying? Everyone, no? फॉर फाइलिंग स्टेटस ऐसा नहीं हो जाएगा कि कुछ मुझे कुछ बहुत एक्स्ट्रा फाइलिंग स्टेटस का बेनिफिट मिल जाएगा. किसी भी एक को सेटिस्फाई कर दूंगा, मुझे फाइलिंग स्टेटस मिल जाएगा. बट एक्स्ट्रा कोई डिपेंडेंट है मेरे ऊपर, उससे क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा वो हम कल करेंगे. ओके, मोनिका क्लियर? मोनिका, इज दैट क्लियर व्हाट आई जस्ट सेड? Let's see your question. In Sakib says the parents are bearing the cost of the old age, whether they are living that whole year. So you are saying if the parents are bearing the cost of the old age home where they are living for the whole year, then can the taxpayer claim HOI? Okay. So point is, so it's just a simple point. In Sakib's case, we were saying taxpayer is providing. Monika's question is that what about the parents are providing? Am I right? Parents are providing old age home. Am I right, Monica? That's your question. नहीं, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Basic point is wherever the parents are staying, are you providing for that or not? Yeah, are you providing for that or not? Simple point है ना, Monica. जब तक आपने पैसे इनकर ही नहीं किए, सेम पॉइंट व्हाट वी हैव डन इन द सर्वाइविंग स्पाउस आल्सो, आई टोल्ड यू कि ग्रैंडफादर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, आपकी पैसे जेब से जा ही नहीं रहे, देन व्हाई वुड यू गेट द बेनिफिट फॉर दैट? तो इस केस में अगर टैक्स पेयर पे नहीं कर रहा, तो हाउ द टैक्स पेयर इज गोइंग टू गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ एचओएच? पॉइंट क्लियर? Any other question? Good, you guys are asking. Any other question, guys? Saket, Shashikala, Praveen, Priya? No? No? Do you remember what is the second topic I told you? I'll discuss that second topic. One was the filing status. What is the second topic? In case parents are paying, then tax. Guys, answer Reena's point. In case parents are paying, then will the taxpayer be considered as HUL? No. Same point, Reena, you have to incur that expenditure. Otherwise, why would you get that money? Clear? Okay. I'll move and discuss the dependency rules, guys. I was talking about the dependency rules. Dependency. Half of it maybe today I'll do it, rest I'll do it tomorrow. Dependency rules. Dependency rules. How many rules we have done for qualifying widower, surviving spouse? How many things we have done? How many rules? 3. HOH, how many rules we have done? 3. 3 rules we have done it. 3 rules we have done it. You are unmarried or considered unmarried. You are not a surviving spouse or the non-resident. Third, we are saying we are maintaining the home for a qualifying people in that case. Like 3 conditions we have done there also. In the dependency rules, how many rules would be there? Any conditions would be there? Can you guess? Law is not like this. Law is not like this. I'm just intentionally creating 3 conditions like this so that it's going to be easier for you to remember it, guys. Easy हो जाएगा आपके लोग याद करने के लिए. First condition is very simple, guys. First condition says that if you want to claim any person as a dependent, right? That person, the person who wants to claim another person as a dependent, that means if you want to claim another person as a dependent, guys, you should not be dependent on anyone else. You should not be dependent on anyone else. What does that mean, guys? So that means, guys, if let's say father wants to claim son as a dependent. Father wants to claim son as a dependent. But if father is already dependent on a grandfather, guys, father is already dependent on the grandfather, can father claim son as a dependent? No. So point what I'm saying here, guys, you yourself should not be dependent on anyone else. So in a simple way now, guys, that in a way, can I simply say that if you want to be claim another person as a dependent, you should be independent. Can I say that? Taxpayer should be independent enough, guys. Clear? Point clear, everyone? First condition clear? Very simple. First condition. Sorry. Second condition, guys. I'll take the same example. Taxpayer. And let's call it son. The son looks like very small, but assume this is son. Father, son. Second condition is, guys, that's whomever you want to claim as a dependent. In this case, we want dependent, son should be dependent. The second condition is, guys, dependent, whoever you want to claim as a dependent, that person should not file the joint return. That person should not, who should not file the joint return? In this case, father or son? Who should not file the joint return, guys? Father or son? Dependent, son in this case. Okay. Son will file the return with whom? Son will file the joint return with whom? With father. son will file the joint return with whom? With father, guys. With the spouse, guys. With the spouse. Simple point is whomever, जिसको भी हम डिपेंडेंट चाहते हैं, जिसको भी हम डिपेंडेंट क्लेम करना चाहते हैं, that person should not file the joint return. Is this okay or not? Everyone. Should I move? This is a general rule, guys. This is a general rule. Now, I'll be discussing one exception of that. What is the meaning of exception, guys? What do you mean by the exception here? As in, इस context में क्या मतलब हुआ? Correct. That means even dependent is filing the joint return. Even dependent is filing the joint return. Can you claim that dependent, that person as a dependent? Yes, you can claim this person as a dependent. This is the meaning of the exception. Guys, clear or not what I'm saying? Yes, no, maybe. Point clear? Okay. When will this happen? ये कब होगा? For example, let's say, guys, if someone is working in India, guys, okay, let's say someone is working with PwC. Okay? There's one intern who's working with PwC, and PwC is giving 10,000 rupees. Okay, 10,000 rupees per month. PwC is giving to this intern. How much is the total salary of this guy? 1.2 lakhs per annum. Now, does this guy need to file the return, guys? Does this person need to file the return? Yes, no. Why not? In India, I'm talking about India. Why don't you need to file the return, guys? Yes. Okay. Why do you need to file the return, Reena? Because you are working, because you are earning 1.2 lakhs. That's why, Reena. Because you are earning 1.2 lakhs. That's why you have to file the return. Now, 1.2 lakhs. No, does not matter, no, Reena. In your house also, whoever maid is coming, she would be earning approximately 2 lakhs easily per annum. But does she file the return? No. Earning source of India is irrelevant point. No. I'm saying Indian context, nothing to US perspective. Anyone who is earning below 2.5 lakh in India, you don't have to pay the taxes. And since you don't have to pay the taxes, you don't need to file the return. Point clear or not, guys? Rina, clear? Guys, clear? But PwC has deducted the TDS, guys. They have deducted the TDS of approximately 5,000 rupees till now. Now, if you want to claim the refund, guys, now will you have to file the return, guys? For claiming the refund, now will you have to file the return? Yes, you have to file the return here in this case, guys. Same point, everyone. Generally, I'm saying you are not supposed to file the joint return, guys. Then I'm saying you can file the joint return, provided, why are you filing the return, guys? You are filing the return for the purpose of claiming the refund. If you are filing the return for the purpose of claiming the refund, then that's allowed. Clear or not, guys? Everyone? Is that okay? Two conditions. First condition, you should be not dependent on anyone if you want to claim another person. Second, your dependent should be not filing any joint return. Then we have done the exception of that you can file the joint return also, provided the return you are filing, joint return is filing for the purpose of claiming the refund here, guys. Third condition, simple condition, guys. Dependent should be a citizen. Citizen of which country, guys? Citizen of which country? Correct. You should be a citizen of US, or you should be resident of US, Canada, match. So for the resident, we have covered the neighboring countries because in US it's very common. for the neighboring countries to come and work guys here. So we are extending that benefit for the neighboring countries resident as well. So clear, everyone? Can I move? Let's read up till here from the book, and then I'm going to come back. Sure. I'll take that also. Monica, give me 5 minutes. Remind me if I have not done it. Okay. Sure, Sakib. Sakib, exception, I'll quickly do it with Sakib and then I'll ask you to read it. Sakib, the exception, what we have done it, right? Sakib, the point is general rule समझ आ गया आपको? General rule is if there is anyone who is a dependent, I'll take the same example, father and son. If son is filing the joint return, Sakib, if son is providing the joint return, then father cannot claim the son. Point clear, Sakib? Second point which I was saying, that maybe son is filing the joint return. Why son is filing the joint return? You are filing the joint return so that the son can claim the refund. That's why the son is filing the joint return. Point clear? If that's the scenario, Sakib, now the father can still claim it. That is the meaning of exception. Now, if you have any question, ask me question. I can answer that. Sakib, not clear? What's your question? Can you help me with the question? मैंने repeat तो कर दिया आपके लिए. You have to ask me the question. General rule clear है? Second rule ही कर रहा हूँ. First point clear था जो आपने सुना था मेरी बात. I'm saying if son is filing the joint return, can you claim the son as a dependent? Sakib, quickly. If son is filing the joint return, can you claim the son as a dependent? If son is filing the joint return, can you claim? No, Sakib. बस जनरल रूल की बात कर रहा हूं. If the son is filing the joint return, you cannot claim son as a dependent. Is this okay or not? इस simple point बताया था पहले. Is this okay now? Then मैं इसका exception बता रहा हूँ. Exception का मतलब क्या होता है? किसी भी चीज का exception होता है ना साकिब. Let's say साकिब आप किसी पार्टी में जा रहे हो. You're going to a party. And let's say your parents have instructed, your parents, your girlfriend has instructed, you don't drink anything at all. Don't drink anything at all in that case, except water. That means, what does that mean? In the party, you can do only water. Point clear what I'm saying? So exception means that except this, I cannot drink anything. Point clear? Same here I'm saying. First, I told you the general rule. What is the general rule? You have done it. General rule, we have done it. If you are filing joint return, if son in this case is filing joint return, can you claim son as a dependent? If son is filing joint return, can you claim son as a dependent? Sakib? No. Point clear? Now I am saying the exception. Exception means that even son is filing the joint return, still I can claim the son as a dependent. Is this point clear? This is okay or not, Sakib? Okay. Ye kab hoga? When will this happen? This will happen because son is filing the return for the purpose of claiming the refund. Because son, see, basic point kya hai? That person is not earning too much money. Because the point is, if you are earning too much money, मैं इतना पैसे कमा रहे हो कि आपको अपनी रिटर्न फाइल करनी है, then it defeats the purpose. Then in a way you are not a independent. In a way you are not dependent in that case. But if you are filing the refund, why are you filing the refund? You are filing the return in this case so that you can claim the refund. So in a way you are dependent on that person. If you are a dependent, then you can claim that person as a dependent. Simple point. Read from the book. If you still have a question, ask me. Okay. I'll take the Monica's point also. Monica's point is, can spouse be dependent? Okay. Let's quickly do that also before I ask you to read. Let's say husband. Husband is not working. Husband is chilling. Husband is not working. Wife, she's working. She's working. Can wife claim husband as a dependent? Answer is no. Answer is no. You cannot claim spouses. Spouses cannot claim each other as a dependent. You can't claim each other as a dependent. Clear, guys? Monica, that answers your point. Read this. Point 3 and 4, page number 9. Sorry. Everyone done finishing? Well done reading? Any other point, barring the third line? Or last two? Sakit, clear? This line? Rina? Is this what you say? Rina? There. Rina, are you asking about this line? Are you there? Yeah. I have to read everything. A taxpayer does not meet the definition of a qualifying relative. We don't know what is qualifying relative. We'll talk about that. Ignore this. If the taxpayer is married dependent, who files a joint return? If you are married taxpayer dependent who files a joint return, you will not be satisfying the condition. Simple point is, you don't know what is a QR. I'll talk to you later. If the taxpayer is married dependent and you are filing the joint return, you are not qualified. You are not meeting the condition, guys. Is that okay or not up till here? Rina, clear? Unless means earlier what I was saying, that if you are married filing jointly, you are not a dependent. Unless means it's a negative connotation. Unless means you will still be dependent. Point clear? Unless there is no tax liability on the joint return, you don't have any tax liability. If you are claiming the refund, Reena, that means you are having any tax liability. No, you will not have it, right? You are not having any joint liability, or I can say you are claiming the refund. Same thing, guys. Are we good with that up till here, Reena? And there would not be any tax liability on either spouse tax return if they had filed separately. That means right now what is happening? Son, right now what is happening? Son and the son's wife, right? They are filing the joint return. Let me do it somewhere else. Son and son's wife is filing the return in that case. And now what we are saying that when you are filing the joint return, when you are filing the joint return, you don't have any tax liability. And maybe you are filing the return. Guys, if you don't have any tax liability, why will you file the return? Generally, you will file the return for claiming the refund. Point clear what I'm saying? Clear, Rina? Right? So maybe son and son's wife, they are filing the return, joint return they are filing so that they will claim the refund. They will claim the refund, but they don't have any tax liability. That's a simple one. Right now, they are filing married filing jointly. Is it possible they are filing married filing separately? Husband separately, wife separately? Yes. Husband can file separately and wife can file. So what we are saying here in this case, Reena, that even if they file separately, still they should not have any liability. Still the husband will not pay any taxes, wife will not pay the taxes. This is what we are saying. अभी तो हम जॉइंटली फाइल कर रहे हैं इसलिए कोई टैक्स लायबिलिटी नहीं आ रही. अगर वो अलग भी फाइल करते तब भी कोई टैक्स लायबिलिटी नहीं आती. ये कह रहे हैं. लेट्स सी दैट अगेन. Unless there is no tax liability on the couple's joint return. And there would not be any tax liability on either spouse tax return if they had filed separate. There would not be any tax liability. Clear? But son conditions don't. Which conditions? Yeah, joint return नहीं file करनी. That's the whole point. You should not file the joint return. You cannot file the joint return. Joint return file करोगे अगर आप और फिर भी file कर रहे हो तब कोई tax liability नहीं होनी चाहिए. That's a simple point. Then I'm doing the exception of that even if you are filing it, कोई tax liability नहीं होनी चाहिए. Then we are saying अगर वो अलग अलग भी file कर देते आप तब भी कोई tax liability नहीं बनती है. Condition is obviously for joint return, but in a simple way we are saying अगर अलग भी करोगे तभी कोई tax liability नहीं होनी चाहिए आप. If a son's wife has a tax liability, he won't be dependent parent. Correct question. That's what. Clear? Should I move, guys? Everyone. Correct. How many conditions we have done, guys? How many conditions we have done? We have done 3 conditions. The saying should we extend here or not? Should I extend more? Is that okay? Or is it going to be too heavy? Is it fine? Should I continue? No. We have done 3 conditions of dependency, guys. Okay? 3 conditions of dependency. Now, on that basis, guys, ये सारे dependents आ गए. ठीक है, हमने कई सारे dependents का criteria निकाला और ये सारे dependents आ गए. Now, independents को मैं कुछ bucket में classify करूंगा. Which dependents I will call it QC, qualifying child. Where you have done QC? Where you have done QC? Have you done? In surviving spouse, you have done QC? Marina, Praveen. HOH you have done, no? See, this is mixing everything. In surviving spouse, we have done, no, with HOH we have done. QPs we have done, correct? And some people I will classify as QR, which is qualifying rental. That means, listen carefully. Dependents को I'm going to bifurcate into two buckets. Dependents I'm going to bifurcate into two buckets. QC, QR. Is that okay, guys? And there would be some people who are going to come neither of them. Neither QC nor QR. I'll bifurcate. QC की कुछ conditions अलग होंगी. QC की there are 4 conditions more. Okay. So that means if I want to claim one person as QC, does that means मुझे उसकी dependency की 3 claim करनी है plus QC की 4 करनी है? That means total कितनी करनी है? 7. Is this point clear or not? So that means if I want to claim anyone as QC, I have to satisfy 3 conditions of general result, general dependency. Then 4 conditions of QC, I will have to satisfy 7 conditions. Point clear or not? Okay. If I satisfy 4 conditions of QC, but I have not satisfied 3 conditions of dependency, can I claim that person as QC? I cannot. I have to satisfy all the conditions. I hope this is okay, everyone. First condition. First condition I will discuss with you is the age condition. Age. Dependent age we are talking about. Dependent. Okay. What I'm doing right now with you. So I will classify, as I discussed, I will classify everything as QC or QR. I'm starting with the QC, guys. QC is qualifying. Qualifying what? Qualifying child class. In the qualifying child, I'm discussing the first condition as the age, guys. Age. Child age should be high, should be more or less, guys. Child age should be more or less, guys. It should be less. Now, see what happens, guys. Whenever I see child, the image comes in our head, the chotu chunnu munnu, that will have an age of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. That's not what it is. When I'm saying qualifying child, guys, the child age should be less than 19. Whose age should be less than 19? Taxpayer age should be less than 19. Taxpayer age should be less than 19. Guys, whose age should be less than 19? QC's age. QC's age should be less than 19. Point clear or not, guys? Clear, guys, what I'm saying? Oh. Now, this is first age, guys, that it should be less than 19. I am saying less than 19. Am I saying exactly 19? So if someone is exactly 19, is that your QC? If someone is exactly 19, is that your QC? No. Someone becomes 19 on 31st of December 2024. Someone is having a birthday and you become 19. Would you claim that person as QC? Not. No QC. Remember, it is less than 19. Less than 19. Okay. Second, I am having more age criteria, guys. More age criteria. Second age criteria I'm talking about is for FTS. What is FTS? FTS is full-time student, guys. Full-time student. Generally, for the full-time student, guys, should we increase the age? Should we decrease the age? Increase or decrease? Okay, let's do a different way, guys. For example, if I'm talking about, let's say, our parents' age, right? Generally, our parents marries very early in 21, 24, 25, they got married. Even if you see your grandparents, they were not even 18 and they got married in that case. But now no one gets married at 18 years of age. No one gets married at 24, 25 years of age. People are getting married 30, 30 plus in that case, because till 24, 25, you are studying in that case, then you are working for a couple of years in that case. So generally people are getting married later. Point clear what I'm saying, guys? Pretty much the same thing here also, guys. Then someone is full-time student, then I will increase the age, guys. Guys, clear what I'm saying? That is why the age here is less than 24, guys. Absolutely correct. It is less than 24. Clear or not, guys? Everyone? Yes, no? Um, son, daughter. Son is 21 years of age. Daughter is 23 years of age. Son is full-time working as a librarian. In a library, son is full-time working as a librarian. Daughter, she is studying in a college. Okay. Can daughter be claimed as QC? But she's not less than 19. She's not less than 19. Reena, why no? Correct. You will claim here, no, Reena? Because she's a full-time student, and for full-time student, we are not looking 19, we are looking less than 24. So she can be claimed. Clear what I'm saying, guys? Can you claim son as a QC? Why not? Why would you not claim? Well, working, I never told you, Praveen, don't assume anything. Working, Monica, I have not told you, don't assume anything. Okay, working could be the case. The only scenario is this person is crossing the age. That's all. I hope it is okay. That's why you can't claim that person. Working is not a criteria, guys. Please don't assume. Unclear, guys? The person is studying in a college, guys. Okay. Let's say person got the admission here on 1st of December 2024. Okay. Person got the admission on 1st December 2024. Is this person a full-time student? Is this person a full-time student, guys? Person got the admission on 1st of December 2024. Is this person a full-time student? Why not, Shashikala? Why not? I mean, you got the admission on 1st of December, and then you are studying for a couple of years, months, whatever. Are you a full-time student here? Yes. I'll come back to this. Let's say here, from January to November, that means almost for 11 months, you are a full-time student, right? But now you have graduated on 30th of November. Would you still be considered as a full-time student? Would you be considered a full-time student? No. When you're saying no, guys, I think majority of the people who are saying no, are you checking on 31st of December? I think that's the criteria we're looking here, isn't it? That on 31st December, are you full-time student or not? That's how we are not going to check here, right? That's why here also you are not a full-time student. Full-time student means, full-time student does not mean that what is your status on 31st of December, no. How we are going to look here, guys, how we are going to look here, that over a period of full year, almost 5 months, minimum 5 months, guys, minimum 5 months, guys, you are FTS, full-time student. If for 5 months you are a full-time student, then we are going to assume you are a full-time student. Point clear or not? Yes, no, maybe. So we have done two ages, guys. We have done less than 19 less than 24 for full-time student. Third category I'm going to talk about, people who have done the classes earlier with me, please don't answer that. Third category, what I'm going to talk about, guys, where there is no age criteria, no age limit, guys. That means even if you are 60 years of age, that's okay. Who could be that? What could be that category? That no age limit. How completely dependent, Shashikala? Completely dependent, but how? Guys, the point is clear. Is that clear? That for the third category, we are not even looking any age limit, guys. What could be that category? Correct? Someone who is differently able to. Someone who is differently able to. In that case, we don't have any age limit. Point clear or not, guys? Yes, no, maybe. Should I move? One more age condition, guys. Taxpayer, and this is QC. One more criteria we are talking about in the age, that one of them should be younger. Who should be younger? Taxpayer should be younger or QC should be younger? Correct. This is the point. QC should be younger and taxpayer should be older. Correct. Now I will do the exception of that. What do you mean by the exception, guys, here? What do you mean by the exception? That QC can be older. QC can be elder, guys. Here. Is this okay or not? Everyone. For whom this criteria would be? For whom this criteria is going to be, guys? In case of a differently able, guys. Differently able. Is this clear or not, everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Any doubt till now? No, should I move? Sure, Priya. Priya, first point is clear कि कौन young होना चाहिए, taxpayer young होना चाहिए, QC young होना चाहिए. So QC को young होना चाहिए. Second point, what I'm saying, I will talk about the exception of this. Exception मतलब क्या हुआ? पहले QC young था, अब QC अगर old भी है और taxpayer young है, then still we are going to claim that. Is that okay? When will it happen, Priya? When you are allowing this only in case of a differently able. When the QC is differently able, then it is allowed. Is that okay? No. Any doubt here? One doubt should come into this head, guys. No doubt is coming here. No one, no doubt. No. Clear, doubt. Sakib. Okay. Very good point, Kushal. How can differently older? Good point, Shashikala. I'll answer that. Can you please repeat the no age limit form? In this, Monica, in the older younger category or the previous category? In the previous category. So, Monica, what I'm saying, in the third category, what we are saying, Monica, we are saying was if you are full-time student, then the age limit for you is less than 24. If you are not studying, then your age limit is 90. Third limit we are saying, Monica, in this case, that even your QC is any age, it does not matter. We are going to allow that, right? So what could be that scenario, Monica? That scenario is when the QC, I should not say kid, QC is differently able. If QC is differently able, then we are okay with any age of the QC. That's what I'm saying. There is no count the age bound in that. Okay. Caution point is that we are saying, boss, we are saying that your QC, your kid should be younger. But in the second scenario, I'm saying your kid can be older. How on earth is it possible that your kid is older than you? I'll talk to this and answer this in 5 minutes. Okay. I'll talk about this and answer this in 5 minutes. I'll come back to page number 86 again. Okay. I have not addressed that point. I'll come back to that and answer that. Okay. Are we good? Age condition. Any question, quickly ask me. Everyone? No, yes, maybe. Now, I'm saying here, guys, second condition I'm talking about close relative, guys. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? We are doing the condition for which item? We are doing the condition for what? For QC. C stands for child. ये थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. IRS, that means the tax authority of US, they call this as a child, right? But so मैं जब child बोल रहा हूँ तो मेरे दिमाग में child आएगा, खुद के बच्चे, daughter, son, but that's not what it is, guys. We are having a broader category. So we are calling it a child, but in this category we are including other people as well. Is my point clear? So in the QC, in the qualifying child, we are going to include other people as well, guys. Are we good? Point clear what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see who are going to be included in that. Let's see who are going to be included. Obviously, child. Obviously, I will include here kid. Your child is going to be included. Now, here we are going to include all the child. Please give me a variety of the childs. Biological. What else? Adopted. Step. What else? Anyone who may left? Foster. Is foster covered here? Absolutely yes. Foster is covered here. Foster is covered here. It is not covered in the surviving spouse, but foster is covered here. Is this okay or not? Yes, no? Not even that. Not even that. In this category, guys, we are going to include brother also. Whose brother? Taxpayer brother. But you are calling it QC. Brother is your child. No. That's why I'm saying don't get misled by that. Don't get misled by the name category wise, guys. We are going to include brother also. We are going to include who else? Who else? Sister also in that case. That means we are going to include siblings as well. Is this point clear or not? The category name is wrong. The category name we are calling it QC, but उसमें child के अलावा भी we are adding more people. Now let's come back to where I left with you. Since I'm including my brother and sister also, is that possible, guys? Is that possible that your brother is older to you? Brother who's older to you, brother who's older to the taxpayer and differently abled also. Very much possible. That is allowed, guys. That is why it is very much possible. That is why it is very much possible. I hope this answers your point. Monica, is that okay? Okay. So includes brother also, sister also. Brother and sister, all the brother and sister. That means whether it is your biological brother and sister, whether it is your step brother or half brother, sister. Half brother, half sister, step brother, step sister, everyone is going to be included. What is the difference between the step brother and half brother? Are they not same? Step brother and half brother, yeah, half brother. What is the difference? Are they not same? Half brother, half sister, step brother, step sisters, are they not same? No, what is the difference? In a half brother, guys, in a half brother, one biological parent is same. For example, Shahid Kapoor. Do you know Shahid Kapoor? Actor Shahid Kapoor. He's having a brother. His brother is, I think, Ishan Khattar. How come he's Shahid Kapoor? He's Ishan Khattar. Shahid Kapoor parents, Pankaj Kapoor and Neelima Aziz. They have a kid, Shahid Kapoor. Neelima Aziz got divorced and married another person, Rajesh. Neelima Aziz and Rajesh have a kid, Ishan Khattar. So Shahid Kapoor and Ishan Khattar is half brothers because Neelima Aziz, one parent is a biological, one biological parent is same. Clear or not? Yes, no. Now, Rajesh marry another person. Let's say Rajesh marry another person. Let's call Seema. Now, when the Rajesh and Seema is having another kid, let's anything. Then the Shahid Kapoor and this person, they would be step because they don't have common biological parent, guys. Okay, don't worry about this. In your exams, they are not going to check the difference into the step or after. Just for your knowledge, I'm telling you. Clear? Should I move, guys? Not even this. After, so here in the QC, guys, we are going to include child, brother, sister, also all the child, all the brother and sister. Not even that. Whoever is coming underneath them, guys, any lineal descendant, that means in the generation, whoever is coming under these generation also, guys, we are going to include those also into the relatives category, guys. We are also going to include them into the QC, guys. Is that okay? Underneath them means, that means next generation. Next generation would also be covered here. Okay, let's answer this point, guys. Can taxpayer claim son as QC? Can taxpayer claim son as QC, guys? Yes. Can taxpayer claim grandson as QC? Yes, because anyone who is coming underneath would be covered. Correct. Can taxpayer claim sister as QC? Can taxpayer claim sister's son? That means your nephew as QC. Yes. I hope it is okay, guys. Everyone. Any doubt now? Yes, Shashikara. Also question. Clear? Descendant means anyone who is coming under the next generation. Read this, then discuss more. I am on page number 8. Read and we'll wrap it here only. Page number 8. Read and confirm, guys, please. Is it clear, guys? Everyone, is it clear? Let me know, guys, any doubt. Praveen, clear? Okay, everyone. I think I'll stop today here only. But before we wrap, can we just quickly revise whatever we have done it, guys? Yeah, just fast revision, right? You don't need to type everything. You don't need to type everything. We'll quickly do a faster revision, guys. Okay. How many filing status we have done, guys? We have done 5 filing status. Single, married filing jointly. What is the other name of the married filing jointly? What is the other name of the married filing jointly? Joint return in that case. Then regarding the married, what is the other return regarding the married, guys? Married filing separately in that case. Then we are having surviving spouse. Then we are having surviving spouse. And what is the last one? Last one is HOH in that case. Then when do you check the status, guys? When do you check the status, guys? We check the status at the end of the year. What is the exception? In that exception, we don't check at the end of the year. Correct. In case of a death, we look. In case of a death, we look at the. In case of a death, we look at that date of death in this case, right? Is it possible that 1 year someone is claiming single, another year the person is claiming married filing jointly? Possible? Yeah, you got married later on, guys. Right. In case someone get divorced, guys, someone gets divorced, divorce filing status is available. Someone gets divorced. After that, what status is available? Married filing separately. Married filing separately. Remember, not married filing separately, guys. Okay. How many conditions we have done for the surviving spouse, guys? 3 conditions we have done for surviving spouse. In the year of death, what will you claim, guys? In the year of death, what will you claim? Married filing jointly in that case. Surviving spouse is available for how many months? How many years? It is available only for 2 years. Automatically is available or you have to do something? Automatically it is available. You have to satisfy the condition. 3 conditions you have to satisfy. You know the condition now very well. First condition. What is the first condition? Whom you should have it? Whom you should have it? You should have a DK. In the DK, all the kids are covered barring one kid. Which kid is missing? Foster kid is missing. Second category, guys. Second, I have discussed that you are maintaining the home. When I'm saying maintaining the home, that means you are providing the cost of upkeep. How much? How much is the cost of upkeep you are providing, guys? More than 50% you are providing cost of upkeep in that case. Correct. More than 50% you are providing cost of upkeep. This is the principal residence for whom? Principal residence for DK in that. Correct. DK for how much time? This is the principal residence for the DK for how much time? For the whole year in that. What about if the DK is going? DK is going for vacation, DK is going to school, DK is going for a hospital. Does not matter. Temporary absences are going to be okay with that. Allowed. Then we have done HOH, guys. Head of the household. How many conditions we have done in the HOH, guys? 3 conditions again we have done. First, we have done the marital condition. You should be unmarried or you should be considered unmarried. Consider unmarried means you should be away from your wife, from your spouse for a period of 12 months. Remember, you should be away from your spouse from the period of 12 months, not 12 months, 6 months, 6 months. You should not be a surviving spouse. You should not be a surviving spouse. You should not be non-resident in that case. Third condition, again the same. You are maintaining the household. Maintaining means you are providing more than 50% support of that case. And this time, HOH, household for whom? QPs. It is the household for QPs, guys, in that case. And this is the household for QPs. In the QPs, whom you are including, guys? How many people you are including in the QPs? 3 people we are including. QC, parents, relatives. Is it mandatory for you to stay with all the 3 people? No. With whom we can waive the staying condition? Except parents, you have to stay with the rest of the people. Parents is waived. For parents, for how much period you are supposed to maintain for parents, guys? We have to maintain for the parents 12. Done, sorted. Then we have done the dependency rules, guys. How many dependency rules we have done, guys? Again, 3 dependency rules we have done it. First, I have done taxpayer himself or herself should be independent, guys. You should not be dependent on another person. Second condition we have done that dependent cannot file a joint return. In one scenario, you can file the joint return. What is that scenario? For claiming the refund and you don't have any tax liability. Done that. Third, guys, you should be a citizen of which country? Dependent should be a citizen of which country? US. You should be resident of which country? US, Canada, Mexico. You should be residents of these countries. Okay. Is it mandatory? You should be a citizen also and resident also. It's all. 3 conditions we have done. After that, we have done QC, guys. How many conditions in the QC, guys? There are 4 conditions in the QC. Are we supposed to satisfy all the 4 conditions? Yes. 3 for dependency, 4 for QC, guys. We are supposed to satisfy all the 4 conditions. How many conditions today we have done it, guys? We have done 2 conditions. First condition I have done with you, age condition, guys. Age condition. First age. What should be age, guys? First age. Less than 19. Less than 19. Shashikala, Gurpreet. Less than 19. Praveen, less than 19. Be careful. Okay. What about if you're a full-time student? Then full-time student, then it is less than 20. Full-time student means I should be in the college 24 full 12 months. No, minimum 5 months I'm in a college. Correct. For whom there is no limit. For whom there is no limit. No age limit. Someone who is differently able, for that there is no age limit. Perfect. Who should be younger, guys? Taxpayer should be younger or QC should be younger? QC should be younger. QC should be younger. Except one scenario. What is that scenario, guys? Except in case of a differently able. Perfect. Then we have done the QC relative condition, guys. Let's call it C condition. Close relative. In this, whom you are going to include? You are going to include kids. Are you going to include all the kids, guys? Yes. Then besides kids, whom you are including? Besides kids, whom you are including? You are including siblings also, brother also, sister. Are we including all the brothers, sisters? We are including all the brothers and sisters also, and whoever is coming under these as well. Okay, perfect. I'll stop it here only, guys. We'll try a few questions also on tomorrow, guys, on tomorrow, so that you can see that whether whatever you have done it is working well or not. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session, guys, and it's not too heavy also. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night.